What's happening, man?
What's
The first
good?
episode of Director Talk Live. My man Rashid came through to hang out with a brother.
What's up, fam?
My co-host is running a little late, but that's how it happens. I said, man, don't worry about it. Don't speed. Just get to your house safely and log on when you get here. But we good.
Word. Yeah, nah, thank you for having me on, bro. Finally, I'm on Blacktastic's live stream, bro. Honestly, I didn't think this was gonna happen, man. 'Cause I know when it came to live streams, you're like, I don't want to do that,
Yeah,
man. So,
yeah.
so, so, thank you for having me on your first one, bro. Appreciate it. It's an honor.
Oh, it's gonna be fun, man. But I owe it all to you, man, because you inspired me with your last live we did with Creed 3. I've been on a lot of live streams. That was the best one I've ever been on. The
It was
energy was
dope.
great. And then
Yeah,
the people who was talking to me behind the scenes in the DMs were like, yo, that was like an Avengers group coming together talking about Creed.
yeah, yeah.
And I love the format. I love how we all get down. Your homeboy added some youth, and that was
Mm-hmm.
cool to get his perspective. And we talked about a movie that has so many aspects of what we believe in: black writer, black director, predominantly black cast. And man, it feels good to talk about us among
Right,
us.
right.
That barbershop conversation. Well,
Mm-hmm.
not that we go anymore,
I
but
know, right?
you know.
Hey.
And then throughout, I like the fact that we all have intelligence, but at the same time we can talk a little shit, swallow some spit, and just have
Mm-hmm.
fun and let it all hang out, man. That's
Right, right.
that's the environment I want to bring to my live stream, man. When we need to be professional and talk critic talk, we can do that at the same time, pull the curtain back and show who we really are and have some fun doing what we do best.
Yeah, yeah. Put that black and mild in that Hennessy. All right, man.
Yeah. Like, man, hey, man, I got snacks. I got
Okay,
drinks. Yeah, man,
okay.
yeah, no, I might be snacking. I told the people in the trailer, hey, I might be eating on some chicken, some
Yeah,
watermelon. You never know, man. I like to snack, and I'm bringing that kind of comfortability to this live stream as we do it, man. But yeah,
word.
that inspired me. And
Okay.
the very next day, I talked to my boy Cyrus. I said, "Man, it's time for you to come out the closet, brother. Come on to
Mm,
YouTube and give all this knowledge you've been holding in within conversation over the phone. Dude is intelligent, smart, funny as all can be, and he has one of those laughs like Billy on on Double Toasted.
okay, okay.
When we get, because y'all make Cyrus laugh, and when you hear his ass laugh, it's gonna make
Yeah,
you laugh. He got one of those infectious laughs. So
those
man,
contagious laughs.
so we
Now,
we gonna
okay.
have some fun.
Now, didn't Cyrus also like make that movie with your boy Bruce Leroy? What's his name? The UFC fighter. Did he make a martial arts movie?
Yeah, he
With
he
the
filmed it.
Afro.
He
Okay,
filmed it like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
right.
Financial reasons, he had to change it up, and he could not get that actor back.
Okay.
So he reshot the whole film last year with new
Mm,
actors. So the film is done. He might add a few more scenes. I think in April he's doing some reshoots. So
okay.
and he's gonna be editing for like a few months, but the film is technically done. I've seen the rough
Gotcha.
cut. Um, and my man, he specializes in fantasy, martial arts.
Mm,
He's very pro black. The cast is all black. The crew was all black. And man, the dude is dope. He wrote some badass scripts. He sent me a lot of them. So, but he's the same one that played my dad in the
oh,
first
okay.
What Have I Done?
Yeah. Yeah.
When you go back into the 1970s, I'm the little kid. Well, he plays the
Mm,
father role in that film, so that's his acting debut.
okay.
And so he might have a recurring role in the new film, but dude is dope, man. So I said, man, you need to come out and spread your wings, get with it, man. So
Yeah. I mean, if you got something special, man, you got to share it with the world, man.
yeah,
That's selfish to have a talent and not let everybody see it. You
no,
know.
exactly, man. And
Yeah.
and YouTube is a nice learning curve because I believe, hey, if you feel comfortable with yourself and what you're doing, let the public decide. That's how I
Right.
get down. You
Right.
know, my movies, I put them out there for all to judge. You can hate them, you can love them, you can
Mm,
halfway like them. That's only gonna make me better as an artist, director, producer, writer. But until you put your art out there and have it judged by the public, you're never gonna
right.
grow as an artist. That's just the way it
Right.
is. So
Facts. Facts, yeah, and just seeing your growth as a filmmaker, man, from the first joint I saw of yours up until what have I done now. I mean, I've been a fan of every movie that you've done, but I can see the progression, how much you've evolved as a filmmaker, as far as like pacing and performances and stuff like that. Like each movie, I'm like, damn, this is better than the last one. Then I watch the next one, it's like, damn, this is better than the last one. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So all the way up to this one. So now I can't wait to see what you bring with I've done it again. Because I know,
man.
I mean, I just believe all faith that shit's gonna be fire, bro. So
Man,
I'm excited for that one.
you feel your growth during the process, man. And
Mm-hmm.
I got top-notch equipment this time around, and I'm traveling out of state. I'm traveling out of different places. Got a stellar cast. Got an actual cast. People who've
Right.
acted before.
Okay.
Some been on TV, and I got some fire people, man. So it's gonna be dope.
Listen, you know you made it when you start getting actors from IMDb. You know what I'm saying? Where they have an agent and everything, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this next script, because I was gonna try to piggyback off of the rest of the story that I wrote before, but man, it just wasn't working out. And I was like, my man Cinematic Tennessee came through.
All right, what's good,
What's
fam?
up? And so I rewrote it and came up with a really cool concept, man. And I wanted to do something I always wanted to do, tell a cool love story. Man, this is a love story that's woven through a horror werewolf story, man. So it's deep. I got some incredible sisters in this movie, incredible brothers in this movie. The movie's all minority cast.
Nice.
That's something else I wanted to do. It's all minority cast, man. And I don't want to toot my horn, but man, it's gonna blow the socks off of people. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, because that's very rare to see a horror movie, but with a convincing love story. Like, sometimes they try to have little cheesy love stories or whatever, but like just today, I rewatched Vampire in Brooklyn. Bad movie, but yeah, Eddie was trying to do the whole love story with Angela Bassett thing, and it was like, look, I mean, the movie's funny to me, but some scenes were kind of cringe. Like, Eddie, don't do that, man.
The love story didn't work between her and Eddie or homeboy. It didn't fit.
Right. Yo, to my Alan Payne, G Money,
the little love triangle that never worked. The best love scene when her roommate was getting banged in a room until she got killed. That was the best love scene. That's the only thing that seemed realistic.
Thanks.
Yeah. No, but man, I patterned this off of Boomerang, man, a true. I mean, because you know how black love is, you down. So if a sister's dating a dude and she finds out he's a werewolf, that's a special kind of love if she can hang in there. So that's what it's based around, and it gets real deep. The kills are good, man. Like I said, man, I have fun this time around. So, matter of fact, next month, the 6th, the 7th, 8th, and 9th, I'm going about 4 hours away. I'm going to Fresno to spend the night with my parents, to hang out with my family for a while. Then I'm going another 2 hours further south to a town called Bakersfield, kind of like the halfway point from my house to LA.
Okay.
And got an actress out there I'm working with, and she's originally from LA, and she's dope. And we're gonna be shooting the climax coming up, man. So it's gonna be dope. I'll be in full werewolf costume and then acting back and forth with her. And then later on in April, I'm going to New York, and I'm filming another werewolf scene out there, killing a couple more people.
Killing a couple people in New York. Werewolf takes New York, huh?
So man, it's gonna be dope, man. And so locations, set pieces. Like I rented out an apartment in New York to film in. I'm renting out an Airbnb in Bakersfield to film in. So it won't be nothing cheap. I got full-fledged houses and apartments that have the whole thing to myself and my crew to really throw down, man. So it's gonna be something special. And the marketing's been fun. I've been showing glimpses of the female lead, but you can't see her face yet. But I get to use old school love gems that I fell in love with to kind of like to pepper it in. But trust me, when the closer it gets to the film, the horror's gonna kick in. And the people who've seen the dailies, lost their mind already. Yeah,
Nice.
definitely.
Nice.
He
Killing
said
people
killing
all
people
over the
all over you.
U.S. What? Shoot. Going on a
What?
killing tour. Shit. Next we go to Idaho. We're gonna kill 5 motherfuckers in Idaho this time.
We gonna come to Idaho, kill you, and steal your potatoes. So watch
What?
out.
Shit.
But yeah, man, the journey of a director, man, has been awesome, man. So I love talking. I love talking behind the scenes, and our core group, they love to hear the magic behind the lens. I'm here to provide that along with another director, and because me and him been talking secretly back and forth. We're working on some kind of script to get me, you, and Q all involved in some type of comedy, man. Because when we get together, man, it's ain't no touching us. You know, we got some good comedy between us, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Because Q got the CG background. You, man, you're like you can do anything. So you know, because you two are one of the few brothers that actually make me laugh. Like laugh.
Yeah.
And so
which is crazy because I don't think I'm that funny, man. But you know, for some reason, when I say shit, you know, a couple people laughing. Like even my kids, like my kids think everything I do is hilarious. You know,
man, it is. If you can hear the conversations about you behind closed doors, yo, brother, you be killing it, brother. You be having us dying.
Oh man, I appreciate that.
My man, did you see that is in the building?
Big
my
Mike.
man, Mike.
Big Mike. Nah, man, look, hey, Mike, it's your world, man. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut.
Yeah, man, we all doing the same thing at different levels, man. So praise to all of us, man. Let's keep it going, and let's make history. I'm here to make history, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Once again, man, you know, much success with the new film. Just with your marketing for it, like I'm pumped to see it, man. Can't wait. Yeah. You know, let the bodies hit the flow and give us a touching love story at the same time. Something like actually, I can't think of one horror movie that's done that successfully, where you blend, you know, perfect horror where the shit scares you, but at the same time give you a love story that's believable. I can't think of one.
No, man, because what was that one with the cast from Different World? What was that movie called, man?
Not Death by Temptation, right?
Death by Temptation.
Death by Temptation, yeah, with Kadeem Hardison, yeah.
They tried, and you had matter of fact, it was the whole cast damn near from School Days in that movie. And that was, but I remember seeing that in theaters back in the day. The marketing was, I was like, man, this shit is whack, you know.
Bad, but yeah, I don't think I finished it, man. I got it because I got it when it was on Blockbuster, and I think I probably watched like maybe 10 or 15 minutes of it. Man, I took it out and I returned it. You know,
it's bad. Yeah,
it's bad. Yeah, it's bad. Like, hey, can I switch this for something else? Because I think with Blockbuster back then, I think you had a time period where you could bring the movie back if you don't like it. Yeah, switch out for something else. But if you keep it on, it'd be like, nah, you stuck with it. I took that shit back immediately. I think I rented like Lionheart or some shit like that. You know.
Yeah, I remember having a whole bunch of people over, and we was all disappointed. We had some Tony's pizzas in the oven. Right. We popped some popcorn on the stove. You know, back in the day, and that we was all like, man, what the fuck?
Like, I mean, what the actual ass? Yeah.
Yeah, that was really, really bad. So black films have yet to crack that code, probably until Jordan Peele came along. He's like one of the few black horror directors that's actually hit the ground running and been successful with each film. You know,
because before him, it was a brother named Rusty. What's his name? Rusty Candif or something like that. The guy, he directed Tales from the Hood. Light-skinned brother, with dreads. Yeah, he directed Tales from the Hood, Sprung. I think he wrote a couple of movies too, but he was on that Fear of a Black Hat. So he was on his way to being that first black horror director, but then I don't know what happened. Brother kind of disappeared a little bit.
Yeah, man, it's hard, man, because Hollywood is a tough business, and we'll talk a lot about that stuff throughout this series, man, because Hollywood has not been really friendly to us for a long time. I mean, we cracked the code lately, but even then, it's an uphill battle. I think I sent you interview from Double Toasted with what's my man's name?
Oh, Robert Townsend. Yeah.
That was a dope interview.
I gotta watch that. I still gotta watch that. Yeah.
A lot of insight, man, because he started his film in 1984. And it didn't come out until 1987.
Really? I didn't know it took him that long to make it.
Yeah, because
Oh,
he was
wow.
doing commercials and stuff back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a couple of little small roles in some movies. Like I think in Cooley High, he had 2 speaking lines on the
I remember
basketball
him. Yep,
court.
I remember using Cooley High. Yep,
So,
yep.
and he said he made $60,000 and he put that in the bank. And all his homeboys are like, man, what you gonna do with your car, man? You gonna buy a Mercedes, Maserati? He goes, no, man, I'm gonna make films. They all laughed at him.
Mm.
So he had $60,000 to his name. And then when he got back, he had a whole bunch of mail from credit card people. He said, man, I probably need about $100,000 to finish this film because Hollywood wasn't filling them. So he used credit cards to get the $40,000 to finish the film and took it to Lionsgate to see if they'd make it. And that's the story, man. And they loved it. They distributed it. And that's how we got a chance to see that movie, you know. I'm like, wow, he did it with credit cards. And he said in the interview, I want to take care of everybody who participated in the film because they took a risk along with me. He paid himself last. He made sure everybody got paid or either got at least a production point from the film as credit to get paid that way. And a lot of people told him no, but a lot of people said, hey, man, I'm going on the journey with you, man. I mean, you hear a story like that, how can you not want to do it? And now we have the tools to do it. And what he said now with this new generation of people making film, being minorities, you have a lot of competition because everybody got a camera. But the script's got to be good, the production's got to be good, and the direction's got to be good. And that's how you will climb your way out the barrel from everybody else and be successful.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, and think of the careers that came out of that movie, man. You know, Keenan, Damon, Witherspoon, who else? Actually, I think all the Waynes were in that movie. I think wasn't Kim in that also. Kim Waynes was also in that movie. A couple of brothers from the Five Heartbeats. So yeah, that movie had a lot of star power in it.
Yeah, because he was talking because my man asked him, Corey, who came out first, you or Spike Lee? And Spike Lee's She's Gotta Have It came out 6 months prior to that one dropping. So in the same year, you had two, not too known filmmakers of color making a big splash. And back then it was all about watching our own people. Okay, my man said he's about to come into the crib and come into the room here pretty soon. My man Cyrus. But that we get on with the questions and everything. But yeah, man, that interview is inspiring, man.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. Yeah, I gotta check that. Yeah, I like watching interviews like that, man. I've seen a couple of comments here talking about either Cinematic Tendency say he's gonna introduce RoboCop to his son.
Yeah.
And then Z and Mike's gonna introduce them. Yeah, actually, I feel bad, bro. I let my 7-year-old watch it last week. You know what? I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna win Father of the Year. Okay, I started out with Predator, so the plan was to say, okay, I'm gonna see how he does with Predator first, because I think Predator was a little less gory than RoboCop was. But then watching Predator with him, I said, damn, this shit's kind of intense too. Because he'll still bring up, Dad, remember when the bald head guy when his brains got blown out in the back? that was kind of scary. I said, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I showed him RoboCop, and I probably shouldn't have showed him that, but I was the same age when I watched it. But you know, then again, yeah.
And you would think this new generation of youngsters would be more desensitized because everything's available to them. All we had was Faces of Death. You had to rent that, but I don't know, man. I guess older movies seem a little bit more realistic because it was practical.
Right. So the practical effects make it look more organic. Yeah. So when you see somebody's head get blown out, you actually see a head, a prosthetic with real blood and shit coming out. Where now everything is like CGI blood, you know.
Yeah, it's noticeably fake nowadays, man. And I always laugh when I hear people talk about special effects. Well, the special effects was not that great. I'm like, hey, man, a long time ago, it wasn't even like that, you know. But I
mean, because that's a pet peeve, man. I hate CGI blood. Like, I mean, I appreciate CGI; it is necessary, but I hate CGI blood because to me, it just takes you out the illusion. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make it. You know, when I see somebody get shot and the blood, I want to really seem like I see somebody get shot, not a PlayStation 4 game. You know,
right? My man Q came through. Said, "What's up, fam?
What up, though?" My man.
RoboCop is a must
must
watch.
watch.
It's
Yeah.
it's. I mean, the first time I seen it, I was so shocked by the in your face violence and dark humor. I'm like, man, I love this movie. And
Yeah. But I was 7, dog. Like my father, that it was an accident. Cause my father, cause see, back then there was no internet, there was no you saw the commercial, you saw the TV ad. And he was like, okay, RoboCop, sci-fi superhero joint. Okay, I'm gonna take my son to go see it. And plus, he was going through a lot of shit at the time. My mom was like taking him through it, man. So he wasn't in his right mind. So he takes me to see it, man. And then about like the first scene where your boy Ed 209 shoots your boy up, my father looked at me. My father looked at me. He said, "I don't think you should be watching this shit, son." He said, "Yo," he said, "You okay, man?" I said, "Yeah, I'm okay. Okay, let me finish."
Yeah, I was used to hyper violence. It's
Right.
just it took me a while to get into horror, but hyper violence back then, because I seen Aliens. What's the other one that was really bad? The Thing.
The
So
Thing, yes.
if you can get past The Thing, oh yeah, the super. I have to check if that went through or not, man. I don't even know. I'm figuring this out on a wing and a prayer, brother.
Right.
I'll collect that. I'll collect that $100,000 later. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because usually it'll show up in the comments. It'll say Key Review sent
okay,
however much. Because I mean, because you're monetized, right?
Yeah.
So it should pop up. Unless you might have to do something in the settings later. I don't know.
Probably so. I thought I signed up for that, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So growing up in that era of film, man, it just gives you an appreciation because the box office today, man, just to see my man Shazam bomb like that.
Yeah, and I enjoyed the movie. I mean, it's very divisive. Like, I've watched a couple of channels like Jody's Corner and like I don't know if you heard of Jody's Corner. He's a brother like us. Oh, he had like him and his crew had a full rant about how the movie was trash and how Zach Levi should never play Shazam again. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of harsh. But then you go to Double Toasted. Double Toasted actually dug it. So yeah, I guess I'm on the side of people. I liked it, man. I mean, it's no cinematic masterpiece like I call Candyman, which you won't let me forget. But I did, I did enjoy it. Me and my son had a great time watching it, man. I saw it in Dolby, and it's a superhero movie. That's what I think Marvel's missing now. Marvel's so right now with the multiverse and all this complicated shit. Sometimes I just want to see a straight up superhero movie. The superheroes and villains doing what they do, saving the day, roll credits.
3 acts.
3
acts. 1, 2, and 3.
Exactly.
I don't need no continuation. I don't want to have to watch this movie to understand this movie.
Right.
My fear is what happened. You figured this year there hasn't been a good superhero movie. You figured Black Adam was disappointing. Ant-Man 3 was disappointing, and now you got 3 superhero movies in a row that are not disappointing. And we're talking about Marvel and DC.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't love Black Adam, but I did like it. It was entertaining. For what it was. There was a few scenes in there that I dug. But yeah, Ant-Man the Wasp put me to sleep. I have big hopes for the Flash, though. The Flash looks like it's gonna be fire. I hopefully it delivers, man. Because just seeing Michael Keaton back as Batman just takes me back to being 9 years old all over again. You know what I'm saying? Watching all the old Batman commercials, like, oh, I can't wait to see Batman. Like, it was Batman Mania summer '89, bro. So I'm hoping the Flash come through.
I never forget the summer of '89, man. You had Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I think maybe Lethal Weapon 3 came out that year, and you had Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was 2. It was 2 that came out.
Right? Yeah, it was 2, yeah.
Yeah, Ghostbusters 2. I mean, it was a great year, but to see Michael Keaton come back, and did you hear that story about Tom Cruise? He got an advanced peek of the Flash, and he loved it so much, he reached out to the director to tell him what a great film it was. That's from Tom Cruise. So it's floating around in social media, but I seen that story yesterday. Tom Cruise got an advanced screening of the Flash. He loved it so much, he called up to the director to say, hey, man, what a great film.
Damn.
So I'm hearing they're saying it's one of the best superhero movies ever.
That's what I heard. I mean, only thing I wish I could change, but it could still be the movie. I don't know. Maybe they're fucking with us, but what would make it perfect is if we had Kal-El and not Supergirl. You know what I'm saying? Because me and my son saw the trailer together, right? And he was like, "Well, who is that? That's not Superman?" I said, "No, that's Supergirl." For some reason, Superman doesn't get love in DC, son. You know, but man, if they could bring back Henry Cavill just one more time, because it's supposed to reset everything, right? In the DC
Yeah.
universe, bring back Henry Cavill one more time as Superman and let him go out in a blaze of glory. I think that'll make it even more perfect. I mean, Supergirl, she could steal the show. You know, I'm not gonna be one of those misogynistic, like, okay, nah, she's a woman, man. Nah, I'm just saying, the Flash, you got Batman, put Superman in there, man. This movie needs Superman. You know,
Yeah.
that's just my personal
I'm
opinion.
prejudging without seeing it yet, so maybe there might be some hidden surprises. I don't know, because I know we got two Batmans.
Right.
We got, and she's not Supergirl. She's not Superwoman. I guess she's Supergirl.
Right,
The
Supergirl,
big difference, because Superwoman is, well, Supergirl is his cousin.
His cousin, yeah.
And the other super female lady is not not blood related, but she's from Krypton. So I'm not sure how they're gonna do it. I don't know the whole lore behind everything, but man, I'm sitting on pins and needles to watch it, man, because just to see Michael Keaton in that original Batman, he's my favorite Batman of all time.
That's your Batman, yeah.
Yeah, and to see him come back, it's going to be lovely.
It's dope, man. Yeah, like I said, that summer was special, man. You know, it's funny you mentioned Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, right? I don't know if I ever told you this story, bro, but me and a few friends of mine went to my local theater to watch Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade. Now, just keep in mind, we're from age range 9 through 11. Right. So we're young, snot-nosed punks, right? So we're watching Last Crusade, and we're all looking at each other like, this is boring. A couple of rooms down, Jason Takes Manhattan is playing. So we're like, y'all want to get out of here? Yeah, let's go watch Jason Takes Manhattan. So we actually walked out of there and watched Jason Takes Manhattan instead. Yeah.
Is that right?
So yeah, we left out about 20 minutes into Last Crusade, and we walked in right where Jason got on the boat. So it was called Jason Takes Manhattan, but the whole movie took place on the goddamn boat. So yeah, that was my first experience with Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade.
Damn, we thought it was boring?
At the time, bro, I was watching a lot of horror movies. So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah, I love Temple of Doom, but even Temple of Doom was like a horror flick. He was ripping people's hearts out and shit. I mean, I like Last Crusade, but Last Crusade, you could tell Spielberg really dialed it back a lot on the violence because of the backlash he got from Temple of Doom. So the violence was toned down big time, and we're bloodlusting. We want to see bodies hitting the floor. We want to see decapitation, dismemberment.
True.
We got that with Jason, man. Jason was, fucking niggas up and
knocking their heads off.
Knocking their heads, you know what I'm saying? So
as bad as that movie was, that was the crown de lion.
What?
He was fucking Jason up too at first. It was a nice combination.
He was, and then take your best shot, motherfucker.
Knocked his head
clean off. Yeah, stuff.
Yeah, 89 was a special year, man, because it was the last of the 80s going into the 90s. Right. And Batman was everywhere. I remember kids had Batman patches on their pants and their music videos. Batman paraphernalia was everywhere.
It was, man, look, I had the action figures, I had the toy Batmobile, I had the novel adaptation, I had which I still have to this day, the comic book adaptation. I had the Batman cereal, all right, that tastes like Captain Crunch, but they was in the form of Batman symbols,
Oh, so, wow.
Yeah, it was everywhere, man. Batman t-shirt. Only thing I didn't have was a Batman haircut, and the cap off that summer. This is back when I was really into wrestling. So of all those dope moves that came out that summer, now you get to August, you got SummerSlam. I think it was one of the first SummerSlams, and you had Hulk Hogan and Brutus Beefcake going up against Zeus, the human wreck. Remember Zeus when he was Zeus, the human wrecking machine? Yeah. Yes. It was Hulk Hogan and Brutus Beefcake against Zeus and Macho Man Randy Savage. And No Holds Barred came out that summer too. Because that's how they promoted the event because of the movie.
Yeah, like I said, like my man Q said, Batman was an event because you figured no one think Michael Keaton can pull it off.
I was one of them.
Back then, there was no social media. So when we found out, it was like through the newspaper, through the local news. Then that trailer came out,
Mm-hmm.
And we knew Jack Nicholson can do the damn thing. And then you
Right.
got Prince doing the soundtrack. You got my mama's ex-boyfriend, Billy D. Williams, in there playing.
Harvey Dent. Bro, how dope would that have been if we could have seen Billy D. Williams' version of Two-Face, man? That
Man,
should have been, I think that would have
fire.
been very bizarre.
And then you got the great Tim Burton directing this movie, man. And back then they still used miniatures and models and stuff,
right,
man.
right.
Danny Elfman did the score. That movie was pure perfection, man. I have a hard time liking any other Batman movie more than that. I love the new stuff, but that first original, if you wasn't alive to experience it, you don't know how big that movie was, man. It was the biggest thing of the whole year.
Yeah, like you said, it was an event. You know what I'm saying? It was a big deal. And then when it came out on tape, when it came out on VHS, man, I was begging, Daddy, please give me Batman. Yeah, so I believe I got it that Christmas because I think they dropped the VHS. I think that Christmas it came out, and that was one of my Christmas gifts. And man, I wore that tape out, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. That was, I knew almost every line in that movie, man. And
yeah, but even back as a kid, though, the only thing that bothered me about that movie was, he could never turn his head. So every time Batman moved, it was like.
Especially that one scene with the Joker, he threw the little smoke bomb.
Oh yeah. I'm like, damn, said brother can't even turn his head, man. Because before that we watched the Adam West Batman. Adam West could do everything, right? So
exactly.
His Batman, he's like real stiff, and I'm like, okay, well, at least it's not as cheesy as the Adam West.
He couldn't do this.
Yeah, he wasn't doing the Bat 2 scene.
No, man, and then the reveal of the Batmobile.
Yeah.
Man.
That shit was dope. I could still hear the sound when the engines turned on and that fire shot out the back. And just how loud it was in the theater, man. I could still hear it, bro.
And he had a little remote control to lock it up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is.
There it goes.
Right
there
on, Q. Yep. Right on, man.
Oh, I didn't know that. So it came out the same weekend as damn. That was bad of Columbia Pictures.
Hey, they thought they had a winner. They thought they had a winner because of the first one.
Yeah,
but Ghostbusters had a slamming soundtrack. You had Bobby Brown. You had Run DMC.
Run DMC. Yep.
Yeah, but it was fun to see Ghostbusters that opening weekend. It wasn't good as one, but majority of the magic was there. You had the whole cast there still. The movie's more beloved now because of the cast.
Yeah, I read too how Ernie Hudson, he did an interview where he said that he wasn't even on the first poster, which I never thought. All these years, I never thought about that because the first movie, the poster and the VHS cover, you have the main three, but Ernie Hudson's like on none of the marketing for
none of the marketing, man.
And I was like, damn, that's kind of dirty, man.
Hey, it was the 80s. It was still Hollywood wasn't friendly with the black folks, man. You had a small role, and those two were, and he had one of the most important parts in part one, and towards the end.
Facts.
And he had some of the funniest scenes, like when that ghost train came, he was like, "Ooh!" Man,
and he might have been one of the smartest because when he told you boys that next time somebody asks you and you a god, if you a god, you say yes. With what's his name, Gozer?
Oh man,
yeah.
Damn,
all right,
Q.
check Q out, my man Q. My man.
Man, the live is a success already. Damn,
yes, sir.
Brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
buy my kids McDonald's.
Well, you could put cheese on it too.
Yeah, boy, go ahead. Go large.
Shoot. Man, I remember back in the day when times was hard, man, they had them 99-cent Whoppers. And, when mom didn't feel like cooking, all right, we're going to get a Whopper, y'all. It was like a treat. Like, yeah, we get a Whopper. Can we get cheese on it? No, you can't get no cheese, baby. Well, can we at least get a drink and a fry? No, baby, just the Whopper. So it'll be all of us in the car. Everybody got a Whopper, but you couldn't get no cheese, couldn't get a drink, couldn't get fries. That was all extra.
Go home and your dad make a burger, get regular bread, and tear off the ends.
And what Eddie called a welfare burger, got the grease dripping all down the arm and shit, and the bread's all pink from the ketchup.
Yep. And you had to get that government cheese. You had to cut it with a saw.
Man, let me tell you, that government cheese was busting though while you playing.
man.
Yeah, it made the best grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah,
It was okay. It was the peanut butter that fucked me up because the peanut butter that came in that white can,
yeah,
that was hard as a rock. You know.
yeah. If you use anything other than metal to get that stuff,
Right.
it'll break it.
Oh yeah, oh fuck up a lot of bread. I mean, Charlie Murphy was the one that cracked the code for it, but now it's just too late because Charlie Murphy was like, "Yeah, you know what you do is you get a little bit of vegetable oil, right, and make it creamy like Skippy, you know." So that was the secret to making that well-fed peanut butter work. And I said, "Damn, I wish I would have known that 30 years ago, nigga."
Oh, I know. Okay, I think my man has finally came through.
Okay.
There we go.
What's going on, family? How we doing?
Making a grand entrance. What's good, fam?
What's going on, brothers? How we doing tonight?
All right.
We having a blast, brother. We having a blast.
Yeah.
Man.
Reminiscing about welfare peanut butter and stuff, you know, Batman and
I heard the
combo.
Yeah, I heard the combo. You know,
yeah, man.
Welfare peanut butter with the gray can with the
silver can? It was a white can. It was a white metal can.
They said peanut butter on it.
Yeah. When people talk about generic, they don't know no better because I remember going to the store in the generic section. Everything was white. It said either like beans or it had one letters in black. That was it, man. That's how it was.
Oh yeah, you had canned pork. You had the one with the pig on the floor in the front of it. So you don't know what kind of pork it was. It was just pork. That's what I said, canned pork. And water, because you can juggle around. You can hear the water splishing around. So
right.
Yeah.
My man Tyler came through. What's up, Tyler?
Tyler Bob was good, fam.
Cool to the full loss.
Yes, sir.
Up, man?
We doing good, man. So I guess now we can jump into these topics, man, because like I said, me and my boy Cyrus, man, we chat it up daily. If we're not texting or sending each other crazy ass pictures of beautiful women or anything else, we talk about all kind of things.
yeah.
Instagram is woo, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Make it stumble.
Sir.
Oh yeah.
But
yes, sir.
man, a week ago tonight, man, we had the 95th OSCARs, man. And a lot of controversy, a lot of white women complaining about the look on her face from the beautiful Angela Bassett, talking about she acted like a young petulant child, all kind of stuff. Like, man, that is really rough. And man, she was foreigner. She had a little accent. She acted like a petulant child. I'm like,
they were going in on her, man. They were going in.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody catch you on your worst day and the camera's on you, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And that's not even the worst one. Like, somebody made a compilation video where they showed over the years actors, like, you know, they showed Samuel L. Jackson say shit after he lost. Yeah. You know, Jack Nicholson. There was like a few others, man. It's some white people, you know, they were like disappointed, didn't clap. So like, why are you singling her out? You know,
and think about it, you know, she was the front runner all this time, and everybody's in your ear. You're the front runner. You're gonna win,
right?
You know, I can only imagine the disappointment she felt, man, because she played a queen of an African country after her fallen son.
Right.
And 2 scenes, to me, she won the Oscar in 2 scenes, and it was evident. And then on top of that, I like Jamie Lee Curtis in her role. But you know, she had penises for fingers and acting crazy, doing karate. I'm like, she was good. But oh yeah, we all seen Creed 3, brother. Matter of fact, go to Rashad's channel and look up the live discussion we had about 2 weeks ago. Or was
it 2 weeks now? I think it's 2 weeks now. Yeah.
Man, check out that live stream. It's about 2.5 hours, man. And we broke down Creed to its last follicle. We love that movie.
Broke it down to its last atom.
But man,
that was my best Thanos voice. Sorry.
But overall, I felt like history's repeating itself. It seemed like when a black person's about to get a award, either for a lead or co-lead, it's like a automatic win. And it seemed like some older white person from back in the day who's done a bunch of movies that never got recognized for nothing. It's like they get their legacy award the same night that person of color should have won. It's happened way too many times. You can't tell me there is no conspiracy behind that. And you watch John Cappy. I mean, he he defends the Oscars with his very last breath. I'm like, bro, Stevie Wonder can see what's going on. Stop that shit.
Yeah, and also, bro, you got to think too. Look at every role that a black actor has won. You know what I'm saying? So if Angela Bassett would have played an aging prostitute who wants the last chance in life to make something, you know, to be known on the streets, so if she was playing a terrible person, okay, they probably would have gave it to her easily, because it's like we have to play a slave, a crooked cop, a gay person, you know what I'm saying? A maid, a butler, but when you're playing a strong black character, for some reason that makes those old Academy members a little uncomfortable, you know.
Yeah, man. I mean, okay, she played a legend in Tina Turner, and majority of the movie she got her ass whooped.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't give her an award for that. I mean, the woman's getting beat like she was a slave. I mean, she was getting hit like Apollo Creed was hitting Rocky.
Yeah, but she played an icon though, and then she came out on top at the end better than she ever was. So, you know, she came out triumphant. You know, black actors that win usually, you know, they meet their demise by the end. You know what I'm saying? Or they're like humiliated. You know what I'm saying? So for her to come out on top as Tina, yeah. So if the movie would have ended with a black eye and damn, Ike, don't hit me again. Oh man, yes, Angela Bassett wins the award. She takes a punch like no other, you know.
Yeah,
but because she came out on top, they couldn't give it to her.
Yeah, man. I mean, that hurt, man. How you feel about that, Cyrus, man? How you
feel
about
that? I think you brothers are hitting on the money. It's happening way too many times. What I don't like is the whole gaslighting thing, like, you know, going back to the Angela Bassett situation. I really didn't like the fact that, you know, so many people were going in on how she expressed herself non-verbally after she lost, when it's just a natural reaction. You know, people are human. They expect people to be acting 24/7. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem I had. It's like, yo, just, you know, back up off of her, man. You know, and even some of our own people trying to dog Angela Bassett. Well, she was a poor sport. She was a sore loser, this, that, and the third. It's just like, you know, come on, man. You want to win, especially after putting in that work. She put elbow grease in that role in Wakanda Forever. She did the damn thing, man. And so to lose against, you know, hot dog fingers. Hey, listen, man. I think. So here's my take, and I was telling this to TLA. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once is a far superior film to Wakanda Forever. But I think Angela Bassett's role as the Queen of Wakanda was far superior to Jamie Lee Curtis and Everything Everywhere All at Once. And so, I mean, it's not even a competition. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, Oscar award aside, you know, in the looks department, you know, Angela Bassett was just killing them. So, you know, there's some subconscious stuff, you know, right there. You know, I mean, sister's about the same. She was born 1958. So what does that make her?
64,
60, 65 maybe.
Yeah.
No. 65.
Yeah, she's born 58, right? Yeah,
65. Her and Jamie Lee Curtis are the same age.
Stop it.
Why?
Black don't crack, baby.
It's not crack.
Well, I gotta say, but Jamie Lee though, man.
Oh,
in this area, for some reason, those don't age. I don't mean it's like a perv, but man, when I say when I looked at that movie, and I'm like, wait a minute, she still got it, man. Like, because usually when you get old, they start like going down to your knees and shit. You gotta roll them up. Let's stick a pin in there. But like they still set up perfect. I'm like, damn. I don't know what the hell kind of vitamins she's taking or what.
Jamie got one of the baddest bodies in Hollywood
baddest, man,
since the 70s.
Top 10 baddest boobs of all time. I mean,
yeah, man. I think of True Lies. I think of Trading Places.
Trading Places. What? Prom Night.
got to see him twice in one movie.
Yeah. Hey, yo, well, I got address it back. You made a good point. Okay, all right. Well, you got me on that. Will Smith won Best Actor. He played a good character. Yeah, but you know, at the same time,
man. Being from Compton, a lot of people talk bad about the father of the Williams sisters.
Right.
Oh my man. Oh, there you go. he was kind of like pitched as a villain, kind of like Michael Jackson's dad, because he worked those girls so hard in the rain. I mean, it's all true.
Right.
He played a good character on the outskirts now that the girls are famous, but when he was putting through all that hard work and stuff, man,
he was Joseph, huh? Yeah, he was like Joseph. He was
kind of country. He didn't have the vernacular to talk with the white man. He was always kind of boisterous. So he was kind of a villain for a long time until the girls broke through and became stars. And then you can look at him as a good character. But man, it's a dog, that dude, back in the day.
Oh yeah, and it was being the fact that Will Smith is playing him, I guess they had to kind of make him more of a good guy compared to how he really was. Will Smith, America's former black sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? you can't have him playing a jerk, man. Then he goes up and slaps Chris Rock, man. The irony of life sometimes, right?
Yeah, man. And I asked this to a couple of my friends, TLE included. I've been asking if, do we think that Will Smith can bounce back from that slap? And it seems like it's gonna be an uphill battle. Like, what can he do to kind of rectify his image? He needs something. He needs a smash. He needs to do like some type of. He needs to do take on a role that can just make people just forget about the other stuff. He needs to do something so good.
Well, I have a hot take on that, man. Okay. I think, as I talked to somebody about this too, and they disagree with me, but I think, I have wrestling psychology sometimes. I feel like when you try to put yourself out there as a baby face and you're too good and people see through your bullshit, they're going to boo you. So right now, Will Smith is transparent where people are saying, okay, you're trying to act like you're a good guy. You're trying to be a goody two-shoes, but we know you're really a piece of shit because of what you did. And he's trying hard to still keep that good guy image. I say, embrace that role as a heel. You know what I'm saying? Embrace the role as a heel and be you. Be Will Smith from West Philly that cusses and just don't give a fuck. I mean, it worked with LeBron because when LeBron came into the league, LeBron was the same way. LeBron was, good guy. I want to be like Mike. But you look at LeBron now. LeBron cursed with the best of them. LeBron be like, I wish a motherfucker would. And people fuck with him because he's being real. So I say, be Will, be you. I think that's the only way he's going to bounce back, by just being as Will as possible and not what we thought of him to be.
And Hollywood loves a comeback story. But right now, they are doing Bad Boys 4, and everybody loves Mike Lowry. Like he said, he get to be himself, loud, cussing, shooting white people.
Right.
We like that. So that might be a healing department right there, man. But I've never seen nobody not loved again if you make good movies. I mean, Hollywood forgives everybody because there's some dogs out there. I mean, if Robert Downey Jr. can come back, Will Smith can come back.
Well, I don't know, Mel. They still haven't forgiven Mel, though. Mel kind of is still in the doghouse, even though he's been making movies, but he's never reached that status that he was back in the day.
You're right, man. Yeah.
Well, Mel said some things. Well, I gotta watch what I say.
Buy a pack of you know what?
No. Aside from that, from that, when his movie is about to come out, he said some things that were taken in a negative light by a certain group of people. That's all I'm going to say right now.
Okay.
It wasn't black folks. But
okay. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I remember that.
I'm gonna watch my words.
Yeah.
Because I don't want. I'm trying to be preemptive here. I don't want to get canceled 5 years from now. So I gotta.
Listen. I learned a long time ago they're gonna cancel your ass. I done said so much shit on my channel that got me in trouble with black people, Asian people. I was eating Chinese food. I said, man, this might be cat. It's some good ass cat. And a couple of Chinese people came after me like, hey, how can you say that? Yeah, that's racist. We don't eat cat. We're chicken. I'm like, dude, it's a joke, man. I know it's not cat. If it was cat, yes, but that's racist. You don't say something like that. I'm like,
I did. Sorry.
Yeah, look, I don't pissed off the LGBT. I don't pissed off everybody.
Yeah, we piss off everybody. Your own kind. There's no winning from losing, no matter what you do.
No.
And to piggyback after what you said too. Chris Rock got his revenge. So I think now what them brothers need to do, and I can't speak for both of them. Chris Rock might be a little bit more sensitive. I'm not sure, but I've never been slapped in front of 1 million people and had to recover from that. So I don't know what he's going through. So he got his revenge 2 weeks ago or last week. And what they got to do now, if I see them brothers embrace, come together, maybe do a movie together, you know, whatever you got to do, as brothers, we got to come back together and forgive each other, because Chris Rock said some horrible things, which were true.
Right.
But, you know how capping is, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, that was way worse than that slap, what he did to Will.
Yeah. And shout out to Chris for the restraint, because I'm pretty sure any three of us, if we're in that same position, and then not to say like we tough guys, but you slap me, just instinct, I'm coming back at your ass, you know, without even thinking. So the fact that he was able to restrain himself and be like, you know what, no, I see the big picture. I'm gonna get his ass when I get on stage, because people are gonna want to hear about money. This, and I'm gonna charge him even more to hear my story. So thank you, Will. Dog, that takes a lot of damn character, man.
All the black sisters came out, Oprah, Gail, and his team is dope. No one said nothing. No one leaked any comments. He was silent mode for 11 months, man.
Yeah.
The restraint. And the genius, he said, okay, I'm going to make money off of this. He got 40 million from Netflix for 2 joints. 40 million. He's relevant. Not that he wasn't relevant. And guess what else he can do in the future? Come back and host the Oscars.
Right.
And I bet you when he walks on stage, his
value just went up. Yeah.
He gonna get a standing ovation when he walk out on stage, because he held it together for people who look like us. Will fucked up, but Chris preserved it, because I couldn't have done that, man. It's not in my nature to get slapped and stand there and hold it.
Yeah. And he said something else. I'm sorry, good.
And then to go on with the show and the presentation.
Man, that was dope, man. And then even though it was a joke, but it was like serious at the same time, when he said that, you know, people ask me why I didn't do anything back, because I had parents, and my parents taught me to never fight in front of white people. And of course, we used to look at that at face value, like, well, why would you care what white people think? But it's like, we already have that stereotype of, you know, they always want to say black on black crime, and they always want to say, oh, black people always want to, you know, cause trouble, or, you know, we have the worst stereotypes that, you know, white folks created. You know what I'm saying? We have the worst stereotypes. So yeah, if it would have went down, so Chris Rock, let's say in an alternate universe, Chris Rock did go attack him. Man, look at those 2 niggas going at it. My God, I tell you, we can't have anything. You see, the first time they host the Oscars, what do? The black asses get on stage and start fighting. That's why the white man need to stay on there. And I don't know why I'm talking using my country white voice, but you know what I'm saying.
Your racist voice.
My racist voice.
Absolutely right. You're absolutely right, man. He was a bigger man, even though he was a smaller man, because if he would have retaliated, we would have became niggas.
Right.
Look at these niggas fighting on TV.
Right.
Instead, Will Smith looked like an asshole who assaulted a fellow black man. Right. And the whole narrative has changed. We went from being one black man held together to 2 people coming together acting like monkeys. Because that would have been even worse.
At the first black produced Oscars. Nobody's gonna remember that now. Nobody's gonna remember that Questlove won an Oscar for a documentary that Will Smith, you know, it was a night of black excellence, and that's gonna forever put a stain on what we accomplished. That slap right there by America's black sweetheart out of all people. It wasn't a gangster rapper. It wasn't, you know, Suge Knight. It was the Fresh Prince. That made us look bad. Made it look bad for all of us.
Yeah, because Will Packer produced the hell out of that show. All the presenters, all the black excellence, and then to do that. I mean, even when Queen Latifah, she probably the most ghetto one ever, got the award for best original song. Because she was like, ooh, boom. Yo, that's black as we got.
Yeah. I remember when 3-6 Mafia, 3-6 Mafia got on stage for an Oscar, man. Yeah, that was some of the most ignorant shit I ever seen, man. But I was proud. You know what I'm saying?
And they really didn't embarrass us. They didn't.
Right.
Because they won. They was dressed down, no tuxedos, but they was being real. And my man Terrence Howard, they show his reaction. He was like,
yeah.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
There you go, man.
Those my boys, man. Those my boys, man.
Yeah. So, but if you notice with this year's Oscars, bro, there wasn't a lot of black talent nominated
No.
for a lot of stuff.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So we were taking a step in the right direction, but now it seems like we took a step back.
400 steps back.
Yeah.
Because Viola Davis, no love.
Mm-hmm.
Till
Facts.
got no love for that
Right.
for that wonderful performance by that young lady.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither,
Now I haven't seen it yet either, but all I hear is they raving about Homegirl in that role.
Yeah. Like even the Woman King, I'm like, Woman King didn't even get nominated for nothing.
on.
Woman King was dope.
And me and my man Cyrus was talking about this. Jordan Peele couldn't get nominated for Best Cinematography for Nope.
Yeah.
Come on.
Even though I wasn't a fan of that movie, but I did. If you watch my review, I did acknowledge the film was shot beautifully. Like, it's a beautiful looking movie.
They invented a new way to shoot at night. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. That was a bad snub for sure. Not even get nominated. Oh, even visual effects.
Mm-hmm.
Even for visual effects, man. Yeah, that hurt my soul, man. That hurt my soul. Oh, there he is.
Always gotta make a grand entrance, man. You doing this shit on purpose, nigga.
No, man, I just got in the crib. What's going on, fellas? What's going on? What is going on? Y'all talking about movies and stuff?
Right now we're talking about the Oscars.
Yeah, I've been listening to my phone while I was setting up right quick. See if I can slide in. Yeah.
All right.
What up?
We'll go slide in, nigga. What you gotta say?
No, what we talking about? We talking about the slap.
We talking about what didn't get even noticed, like the Woman King, Till.
Nope. And you was a big fan of Nope. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, even though I wasn't a fan, but I couldn't deny the technical aspect of it, how great it was shot and everything about it. You know, I just didn't understand the story.
If not cinematography, not even sound design. Come on.
Right.
Sound design is dope. Yeah.
I take sound design on Nope over Top Gun any day. I know what an airplane sounds like.
Them airplanes sounded dope.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that because I saw both of them motherfuckers in Dolby. Now I can't front. Top Gun had me like this, man.
No doubt.
Yeah. But they did have some original sounds in Nope, though.
That thing came over the truck and it roared, and then it was like, I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
But I felt the S word came out, the snub word came out for this particular Oscar. Are we being punished for what Will Smith did last year, or what?
It almost seems like it, though, man. I mean,
that's what it feels. It does feel like that. It does feel like that for sure.
Yeah,
it does feel like it.
I wish it was more black content last year too. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a whole lot. Like you said, Nope, Woman King, Black Panther. What else after that? I don't know. Till. Yeah, I didn't see Till.
Yeah, I didn't know. Damn, what else came out? That was oh Lord.
I know it wasn't a lot.
Yeah, Devotion. Yeah, with Jonathan Majors, which I didn't see.
That was all right. That was straight. Jonathan Majors, of course, better than the movie again.
That's well, you know what? Yeah, like you said, not a lot of. I mean, I guess a lot of like as far as Netflix and Hulu goes, a lot of black stuff came out, but nothing like not major releases.
Yeah. I think the Oscars was light all together with their nominations. You know what I'm saying? Not a whole lot of strong, like movie narratives, like for everything, everywhere, all at once to clean up like that. Son, like I don't know, like they deserve all those acting awards. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I heard y'all talking about. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. You know, I'm a big Halloween fan and horror fan, so I was happy for her. But I was like, yo. Angela Bassett was a little bit better in my eyes, though. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit better with the material she was given. So I was
I felt it. If anything, Jamie should have got a legacy award for all her body of work, who her parents were. I mean, her mama was in Scream getting stabbed up. Now she's stabbing Michael Myers. And come on, let's talk about the elephant in the room. That raggedy ass dress she had on. She wasn't even prepared to win.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
That sequence.
Oh boy. Damn. She had a Halloween Ends dress.
I mean, it was form fitting. That was about it. But Man, I've never seen an Oscar dress look so damn bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when Lady Gaga wore meat one time. Man,
I remember that.
Yo, I wonder what that smelled like sitting next to her.
It smelled like carcass.
It smelled like a fucking butcher shop. That's what it smelled like.
Zombies.
The smell used at the butcher shop at Winn-Dixie.
I would have went to the cafeteria, got some seasoning that been like this. Like,
put some lawyers on there.
Instead of perfume, she needed some seasoning.
Oh, shit.
Well, yo, Q, I got to ask you this because I know you have this. Now I'm a big fan of your channel, by the way.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
And I know that you have this reoccurring kind of stance on movies that people have been capping for, right? And so, do you think that people are capping for Everything Everywhere All at Once? Because that movie,
in my opinion, go ahead. Yeah,
that movie just kind of it was like a It was like a seismic. Like it was a seismic event when that movie came out because the general consensus on that film is just that it was just something from the gods. And I saw the movie and I thought it was cool, but I gotta watch it again to kind of I want to feel the pulse of what other people are feeling. So have you seen the movie and how do you feel about it? And do you think people are capping for that movie?
Yeah, I seen it when A24 released it in this limited run. That's when I did my release when nobody had seen it, and I think I gave it a 4 out of 5. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was very creative. You know what I'm saying? I thought the editing was on point. Like that editing is fucking tight, bro. You know what I'm saying? I thought everybody handled their performances well. I didn't see any Oscar caliber performances in that movie though. Now that I look back at it, I mean, Michelle Yeoh was the best actor in that film, I think, and she does deserve her leading role in that category that she has. But yeah, like once it got to the raccoon on the head and it got like real silly and them jumping on dildos and shit, I was like, bro, I like this is going a little too much. I enjoy the zaniness, but like I was like, yeah, this is fine, but it's a little too weird. But it is A24, and I'm a fan of A24. And I was like, it's a little too weird for me for A24. But I like how when it started getting all this acclaim and everybody started jumping everywhere all at once, dick all of a sudden. Like, oh, I knew it. As soon as I came out the theater, this was gonna be my favorite movie of the year. I was like, what, really? Y'all wouldn't say that when it was first out, though. You know what I'm saying? But
you was the one that sold me on it though, because I wasn't gonna watch it because I don't fuck with A24, so I was gonna skip it. So so you was like, bro, check it out. So I mean, like you, man, I dug it. It did make my top 10 of my favorite movies that year. Like it was kind of, I think it was like I had it like 6 or 7. Yeah, it was dope, but I wouldn't say like, oh my god, this movie like blew me away.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite of the year. Yeah, I liked it. I don't even think it made my top 5. I don't think, but I did enjoy it. But I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon all of a sudden just because now everybody capping for it. So yeah, I definitely think they capping for that, but
yeah, little too much hype, man. But I mean, it was dope. It was dope. Don't get me wrong.
It was dope,
especially for A24, man.
I thought it was a good movie. I want to watch it again. I just want to feel it out. I want to fill it out for sure. But my man Tyler said that that 6 people cut it and did the visual effects is a huge accomplishment. That's impressive.
Oh, so, wow. Yeah, because usually you see the visual effects team, it's like a whole thing of credits like by itself. Like you see like 100 fucking names on there. Like, golly, that many people worked on the visual effects. That's a lot.
Very creative. I think it gets its accolade from all the Oscar buzz from its creativity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I think that's why I think that's why they're getting all that acclaim. You know, because I think the movie is okay. I mean, I like the movie a lot. Like I said, I gave it like a 4 out of 5. But you know, it just wasn't my favorite thing. You know what I'm saying? But I do think people be capping though, especially when they started them SAG awards and stuff started coming out, and people started just really capping. Son, I was like, it was good. I still like Top Gun Maverick better though, but
nah, no doubt, no doubt.
Now on this panel, I feel like the general consensus is that Top Gun Maverick was the movie of 2022, or is it Avatar? Because
Way of Water, man. Let me tell you, this just to me, Way of Water's up here. Hold up, where am I at? Up here. Everything else is like beneath it. All right. That movie.
Underwater.
I'm sorry that movie blew me away, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I said everything was underwater.
Underwater.
Really, dude? Yeah. Dogs, I felt like, dog, I saw it in Dolby 3D, man. And I've seen a lot of movies in my time. And that was like one of the first experiences where I felt like I was like in the damn movie, man. Like I was like immersed in that world for like 3 hours. And it was like a ride, an experience when it was done. It was like, damn, I want to go again. You know, take my money.
Man. And we don't get that too often.
We don't get that often, yeah.
And like Q said, everything, everywhere, all at once wasn't even in my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch my review, I liked the movie, but I felt it was repetitive. So I didn't need a second viewing. I got bored watching the movie. I still like the movie, and I go back with Michelle Yeoh 30 years, so I'm glad she got her flowers. Trust me.
Right.
And of course, I love Short Round, this little dumbass. But but Way of Water is the superior film of the year.
Yeah.
Top Gun just made me feel like the 1980s is all over again. It took me back to my youth.
On steroids, yeah.
Yeah, when blockbusters were blockbusters without a whole lot of visual effects. It's just good filmmaking, good acting, and it's the adrenaline rush. You know, it make you want to join the Air Force right now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for me, it was Way of Water, Top Gun Maverick, and The Batman. Those are like my 3 favorite movies of 2022.
I just want to say here, take it from like, I love Way of Water. I do visual effects and I do that mocap. I'm trying to do that mocap now. You know what I'm saying? The same technology. I was blown away too. I seen it in the high frame rate. Like this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? But the story for me just had some stuff that I didn't quite gel with, and it didn't make 100% didn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? But like I think. For me, I got Maverick as number 1. Top Gun Maverick. It's just so freaking tight. The stuff they couldn't do back in 5 or whatever, they brought it, you know what I'm saying? They had cameras with them in those fighters for real, having them really up there. And I really felt like I was in those fighter pilots. And then the third act was just fire to me. When they got, behind those enemy grounds and all that, and they left in the old Top Gun, boy. I don't know, bro. That boy just gave me chills just thinking about it again, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what?
4K or at home was fire. Yeah, sorry.
It felt like Star Wars. It felt like Star Wars. The blueprint.
Oh, yeah.
Putting a team together, going on a mission. You got to shoot a little tiny spot. You got to hit it just right to blow it up. It was Star Wars all over again. It had that same magic. And,
Don't get me wrong. I love Maverick. I mean, any day, man, I could probably flip flops. I have those number 1, number 2. You know what I'm saying? So depending on how intoxicated I am or what kind of mood I'm in, I can flip flop between both of them, number 1, number 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at Way of Water. You know what I'm saying? At all. That was
like Woman King. And for me, Nope is definitely in my top 5. It's probably one of my special. I mean, it just.
I think it was my number 2.
Yeah. It's probably personally my favorite of the year, but Avatar was just an event I've never seen. Nothing like that in my life.
I saw it twice in like 3 days, bro. I took my kids to see it, and even my kids like my son was actually like reaching out to shit, and I'm like, bro, I said, what the hell you do? He said, there's a fish. There's a fish right there. I said, bro, that's a 3D, man. Because he ain't never seen a 3D movie before.
It was that immersive that I was swatting the screen myself like that. Water particles. That's crazy.
But definitely Avatar, The Way of Water, and Top Gun Maverick saved Hollywood's ass.
Facts.
Hollywood is on the outs. Because streaming is whooping that ass.
Yeah.
Streaming is whooping that ass, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now, I wanted to bring this up. In talking about the Oscars, right? Now, there's this film, and I was telling TLA about this. There's this film that I saw at Sundance this year. It's a film called 1001, starring Tiana Taylor.
I heard about it.
And I saw it virtually. They have the Sundance virtual option this year. Man, listen. If Tiana Taylor is not nominated for an Oscar, I don't know, man. I might break some furniture. The film comes out next week. It comes out on the 31st.
Yeah, I think I seen that on the AMC app.
Listen, man. Listen, that movie. That movie is off the chain, and she comes to work in that film. She's
Damn.
man. That's as of now. Was it March 19th, 2023? That's my favorite movie of the year so far.
You said it's called 1001, right?
1001. Yeah,
Yep, I see it right here on the AMC app.
Yeah, the trailer.
Yeah, I'm looking up.
It premiered in theaters when Creed came out. That's when I actually seen the actual trailer in theaters. And let me tell you, it was predominantly mixed crowd, but when that trailer dropped, the crowd was into it. So it's gonna be a heavy hitter for sure.
All right.
Yeah. I'm
excited now, son. Like, hey, I had no idea.
I'm gonna go and get my ticket right now as we speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your speaking tickets. I got my ticket for John Wick on Thursday. How we feeling about John Wick 4?
I got my ticket for Friday. Yeah, I'm ready, son. Yo, I had a marathon yesterday because embarrassingly, I thought I saw 1 and 2, but come to find out I only just saw the first one because I started watching 2. And I said I don't remember any of this. When I say man, I was in my recliner like this. I finished 2 and then I jumped right into 3. So I watched all 3 even back to back, and I am ready.
Hey, Q already sold it for me.
I already seen it. I seen it. It might be one of the best action films ever made.
Damn.
I keep hearing that. I keep hearing that.
One of the best. Yo, I love the first one, but like the fourth one, bring it all together. It's tight as fuck. And it's 2 hours and 49 minutes long. And I never got bored with that boy. And the action, I can't even talk about it. I'll let y'all enjoy that. I'm seeing it again Thursday. I'm seeing it again Thursday in Dolby. So
damn.
It's fire.
I heard that to enjoy John Wick 4, you don't have to watch 2 and 3. You can watch 1 and then go straight to 4. Is that true?
Yeah. Pretty much,
okay.
Yeah, because you got to know what's kind of going on with the high guard and all that. Because the plot's very, very simple, very, very simple. Okay. You know, I don't even talk about the plot here because it's just super simple.
Because I was gonna say because I know 2 and 3 really go together because 3 picks up right where 2 left off at, and like you said, man, because I think the third one was like 2.5 hours, but I never felt the runtime because because it picks up right from the second one. It's like nonstop. But I remember thinking to myself, I said, damn. When's this motherfucker gonna stop and take a damn water break or something? Like he's not like, dude, you gotta be tired from the second movie, bro. Like I just wanted to see him take a nap for like 10 minutes and then get up and do his thing again because it was like nonstop shooting, fighting, moving. I'm like, dude, the human body can only take so much, man.
Yeah, it's a 25.
See 2. I have not seen 2 yet, man.
2 was dope. 2 was dope. Common was in 2. Yeah, Common was like his rival in the second movie, man. So him and Common have a rivalry. And Halle Berry, she was like finer than Frog here in that third one. And she was kicking ass, boy.
And the dog, man. The
dog.
Tell me why I'm laughing my ass off. I laugh at stupid shit, man. But tell me why I'm laughing my ass off where they're in the scene with the horses, and he slaps a horse on the ass, and the horse kicks the dude.
Y'all gotta love 4 then.
Man, I fell out my chair. I fell out my chair laughing at that, bro.
Now, Q, did you do a review on 4 already?
Yeah, I got a review up on my channel 4, where it's basically almost just a reaction because I didn't want to spoil nothing for nobody. So I'm just kind of saying how I feel about the movie instead of going into the plot. But Donnie Yen, all I'm gonna say is Donnie Yen in this movie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Donnie Yen's in this.
Donnie Yen steals the show, bro. Donnie Yen, and it's an action scene for about 25 minutes. I'm not even kidding you. Like 20 minutes at the beginning at the first act. I was like,
wow. I have a feeling Creed 3 is going to be number 2, man. I think Creed 3 is going to
I'm hyping it up, man.
It's going to fall in a second.
That's probably 6 minutes.
Yeah. I love it. It's my number 1 so far of the year now. Yep, I got it over Creed 3.
Over Creed 3. Creed. Wow. Nah, listen, I might feel the same way, man, because if it's anything like the other 3 John Wicks, especially shit, I don't know which one. I think 3 had the best action so far. 1 probably was the most grounded because 1 was more simple. It was more about the dog in the car, like that was his own motivation. You know what I'm saying? Where 2 gets more into the lore of, I guess, what they call it, not the cartel, what's some the Continental or whatever.
Table? Yeah.
The high table and all that. But 3, the act, like each movie, the action just stepped up, like in.
Well, 3 expanded it, to different stuff like that. 3
right. Right.
And then they have a
y'all.
black lead, co-lead to be in that movie. And Holly, of all people, Holly Berry. And she, man, she did the damn thing.
Oh, she was surgical with that gun, wasn't she? I didn't know she had it in her.
Yeah.
Halle Berry kicked your ass.
Yeah. And the thing about it, what Q said too, these movies look expensive and they're not. So the cinematography and the set locations, and they know how to use lights in these movies. Man, it just looks like it's really, really expensive, but it's not, man.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the shout out to Lance Reddick too, man. He passed away. Was it yesterday?
Man.
The day before, man.
Yep.
Was he in the fourth one, Q?
Yep.
He is. Okay, so that's his last movie.
Man. Yeah. So I heard he was 60. Did it say what it was, natural causes, what it was, or anything?
That's what I'm hearing, natural causes, but I'm not 100% sure. But I heard natural causes.
Yeah, I heard natural causes too. It just doesn't sit well with me because I think 60 is relatively young.
Yeah.
So look at the way he looked.
He was like,
he looked like he was in shape. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I remember him mostly from The Wire. I'm a big fan of The Wire, and I mostly remember him from that show. You know what I'm saying? He was in all 5 seasons of that. So yeah, man. So it was funny that he passed, because I didn't plan on watching that because he passed away. Because I was, I put my whole Saturday out just to watch the John Wick movies, and just so happened he passed away right around that time.
Yeah, it's tragic, man. He was a great actor.
R.I.P. man.
60's way too young,
Way too.
Yeah.
Will Smith was almost Neo. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
He chose Wild
West. That's a bad.
That's a bad choice.
Well, he said straight up. He said he didn't understand the Matrix. He said they tried to pitch it to him. He said, I don't understand what this is about. So that's why he stepped out on it.
I don't think he would have did too good in that too, in my opinion, and shit too. Because I mean, Keanu Reeves into that kung fu. You know what I'm saying? That type of lore, that science fiction and stuff like that. He's into it, even though he didn't speak a lot. I think that, like, John Wick, I think is the best character Keanu Reeves playing his whole career.
Yeah.
You can give me Neo second, he was straight, but like something about John Wick, it just works for him. They say it's like with Bill and Ted, if Ted went to military school, turned to John Wick, that's who that guy is. So
well, actually, it's funny. I thought about Johnny Utah.
Johnny Utah.
He's the new James Bond, because he's fighting in a 2-piece, 3-piece suit. Just James Bond always fought and did like this when he was done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Martini, please shake and not stir. John Wick is that dude. He's dressed, got the cool ass beard, the hair slicked back, and he can beat and kill people and do like this, like he didn't do nothing.
Y'all wait this weekend, boy.
Well, but what I like about his character is that he doesn't want to do this shit. Like James Bond, he likes being a secret agent and whatnot, but John Wick is like, dude, I just want to chill with my dog. I just want to be at home with my dog, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? And these people will not leave me alone. Like he doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to kill people, but they force his hand.
Like
and the whole time,
I'm back.
And the whole time I had anxiety through 2 and 3 because I was scared for the other dog, because I know the one got killed in the first one. So the whole time I'm thinking, please don't let nothing happen to this dog, man. Just let him live. So I had a lot of anxiety. Why? Because I'm a dog lover. So when I see dogs, when Halle Berry dog got shot, I got mad. I thought they killed him. I almost threw something at the screen, man.
Yeah.
And it seems like in every movie, they always got dogs in there. So it's kind of cool to keep the whole dog thing going.
Yeah, it's a dog in here too, in the fourth one. Yeah, I can't wait for y'all to see it. Yeah, I can't wait till y'all see it this weekend.
So I'm not asking for any spoilers, Q, but I have a question. The fact that it's almost 3 hours, there's no drop off in intensity. It doesn't it doesn't slow down for a 3-hour action movie. It's like that. Because listen, I'm a raid guy. Like, to me, raiding one.
You're gonna love it.
Those are the best action movies I've ever seen in my life. And so
you're gonna love it.
I heard John Wick 4 is up there with them in that same realm.
Yep. And you heard right. That's what I'm saying. Wow. It's like a video game. It's like the raid even. You know how the raid had to get the floor to floor? This was just John Wick 4 is. It only slows down to get you to the next part. Oh, we got to go in here so you can get here so you can get here. Okay, now they're here. And then you got this long-ass action scene. And then it's like, okay, we got to find this thing to get here. Boom. It's just very, very simple. I call it a video game structure. You just get into the next level of the video game, and every level of the video game gets more and more intense, and it's great.
Damn, you got me sold on this shit. Bro.
I hate to have y'all so hyped. You're gonna hate it. Y'all gonna hate it. Y'all come on. Like,
you sold me on your reaction. I was like, damn. I can't wait.
3 hours. You're like
Yeah.
the 12th individual that I heard that this was one of the best action films of all time. I've heard it at least 12 times, man. If that's the
a dozen times. The only person who had anything negative to say, surprise, was Grace Randolph.
Oh, yeah, she didn't.
Who? She's a YouTube critic.
Yeah, she's YouTube. She had that annoying voice.
The blonde hair lady, the blonde hair white lady.
Yeah.
With the shaky head, like, hello, everyone.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen her. Yeah.
Well, man, she's big. She's probably the biggest female on YouTube. She's up there with John. Her and John Campia had some beef back in the day. That's how far back she goes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it's silly. It's shit.
You know who else I wouldn't be surprised? Because your boy Jody. Even though I fuck with Jody, but Jody, you can get through watching the best movie in the world and like, man, that was so great. And Jody get on there and do a whole 50-minute rant on why it was terrible. This movie was trash, bro. Huh?
Yeah,
Jody's Corner.
Yeah, Jody's Corner.
Oh,
yeah,
Jody's Corner is hilarious.
You'd be like, man, this shit was trash, bro. This shit was trash, bro. People capping for this. It's trash.
I don't think so.
Like,
I don't think he gonna cap for this one though. Or cap or say, but you just can't. I don't know unless you're doing it on purpose because I don't know.
It seems like John Wick 4 is critic proof, bro. It just seems like it's critic proof, bro. Based off what I'm hearing.
Right.
I mean, each film got bigger at the box office, and I finally seen Scream last night. Right. They showed the John Wick trailer. The crowd went nuts on the trailer.
Damn.
So everybody's talking about it. It feels like the good old days.
So it sounds like that's going to be the movie to beat this year.
Yeah, maybe we'll see what else they got up the sleeve. What's everybody's favorite action movie just off the top right here? Mine is Terminator 2. I think Judgment Day. I think that's like one of the best action films of all time. I mean, not talking about like kung fu actions. I'm like just solid movie altogether. But
the Raid 2.
I agree with you. And I'm gonna throw the original Die Hard in there too.
Well, can't be mad at that one. That's a great action movie, son. Damn.
I mean, well, not one movie, but I say the Lethal Weapons, man. The Lethal Weapons to me are like the best, action.
Okay,
because action, comedy, all that.
What's your favorite Lethal Weapon?
My favorite Lethal Weapon, I'll give the second one. I say the second
Same
one.
here. Two is my joint.
Yeah,
I love two.
Yeah, diplomatic immunity.
Yeah,
you're black. But you're black.
It's just been but you're black.
All right, Cyrus. What's your favorite action joint?
Oh, the Raid 2.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll put that up there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just impressive.
Yeah, I'll put that up there. Yeah. I think the Raid 2 has probably the best action I've ever seen. But like, as far as action movie goes, I don't know. I just have a soft spot for the Lethal Weapon joints, man, because it's action, it's comedy. You know what I'm saying? You care about the characters, Riggs and Mertz are.
Got jazz music.
Yeah, Eric Clapton, with Eric Clapton's score.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I remember being a kid when I was a kid, and I thought Riggs died at the end. Spoiler. Like, I almost cried, man. As a 9-year-old, almost cried. I thought they actually killed Riggs in the second movie. That's how attached I was to those characters.
Yeah.
Even what you saying, like with me saying Terminator 2 is my favorite. Now that I seen John Wick 4, I'm kind of questioning it.
Let the hype begin.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, because T2 is up there too, bro.
Well, T2 is fire.
With John
think
Wick,
about how old that film is, and it still holds up. Again,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now, Q, with John Wick 4, is this something that I'm sorry to keep asking you about John Wick 4, man.
That's all right.
You want to get the spoilers so bad, man. Like,
I don't spoil nothing
because I want to see it twice. Like, I want to bring my son to see it. I want to see it. Yeah. Is it worth, like, will it make you want to see it again?
Yes. I'm going to go see it Thursday, son. I got my tickets going to see it Thursday when it come out again. So yes, absolutely. Nice. I need that 4K Blu-ray when it come out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't buy physical media that much anymore. Only some shit that I'm really going to watch again. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm going to watch that again on 4K. And I don't need to go to streaming and it don't be there and I be pissed. Like, I wanted to watch John 4 tonight. So that's the one. It's very rarely, I pick and choose. So day one, I'm buying it on 4K Blu-ray. That's to tell you how dope that mug is.
Especially for a 3-hour movie too, man. Because because even with the Batman, I enjoyed the Batman so much. I saw that shit like 2 or 3, not 2. I saw the Batman twice, and I saw Avatar twice also. You know, in the same week.
And speaking of the Batman, it's not an action scene, but my favorite scene when my girl Catwoman was walking to the club when she had the eyepiece on.
Yeah.
And the way she walks.
Yeah.
What? They said
from the back, and that girl can strut through a club, man. She got a old ass walk.
Let me tell you something. Look, they looking just like her mama. I said, looking like Lisa Bonet. Looking like Denise Huxtable.
Yeah, because the way she walks, her head is doing like this. I'm like, she got that that niggerism.
That niggerism.
Yeah, that niggerism. Oh shit! Yeah,
don't let the light skin fool you.
You just created the word, bro.
Yeah, that's the name of the new channel.
The niggerisms.
Hey, after hey, when I was thinking of this concept of this show, I'm like, we're gonna be mad niggerish, and I said, only Q can do this, and he can let his hair down, be himself. We ain't got nothing to let down. We got
right.
Yeah.
But like
this is a wig. I just I'm gonna take it off. I gotta.
Shoot.
It's a one piece. No.
Other than that, man, we're gonna talk shit and swallow spit. The way I look at it, I'll be snacking on camera on this show. I got some beef jerky.
Okay.
You know me, I always got my handy bud ready. You know me.
Yeah. Matter of fact, hold on real quick. I'm about to go heat up some chicken. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Oh, he left you.
Oh, he's serious. He dead ass.
Wait,
like this motherfucker drinking, this motherfucker eating. Let me get some chicken.
Yeah, get some chicken. Shit, chicken and beer. We keeping it real out this.
Listen, I would get on some drink myself, man, but I gotta get up super early in the morning, man, and take my damn son to school. So
yeah, I got an early day tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't go around smelling like a damn.
I'll be right back though. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna heat this chicken up for real. I'll be right back.
What you got? Some KFC?
No doubt. I just ate some
homemade drums.
Homemade drums. Nice. I just literally ate some church chicken while I was setting up the camera.
Shit.
I don't know if they had church chicken over there.
Hey, I made some homemade SpaghettiOs, man. I had a taste for some SpaghettiOs, but I didn't feel like buying the cans, so I just made it myself.
There you go.
Homemade SpaghettiOs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. They came out just like it too. I was like, oh shit, it tastes like SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, but next time we do this camera, just show me. You take the camera in the kitchen with you, G. While we talking.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I did during the movie too, man. It's been a minute.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
I haven't done one of those in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a couple of things I want to show off, man. Like I done finally mastered my bourbon chicken recipe, so that shit's fire.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see, my hot pastrami sandwich. I done mastered that.
All right,
SpaghettiOs. Yeah, I got a couple of recipes up my sleeve, man.
Cool.
You know. Oh man, let me tell you something. I made my son. Like I said, I get him early in the morning, so I made him a New York style bacon, egg, and cheese that I was mad proud of. Because that's one of the. You go to New York, you gotta get a New York pizza. Chinese, a hot pastrami, and a bacon, egg, and cheese. Like you have to go to your local bodega, get one of those joints, right? So I made one at home. Came out just like the ones in the bodegas.
Damn.
I was mad proud of it. But see, my son got OCD, so my son, whenever he likes something, he wears that shit out. So his thing is blueberry Eggo waffles, blueberry Eggo waffles, and sausage links. That's what he eats every morning. I said, forget the waffles. I said, look what I got for you. There you go, son. Bacon, egg, and cheese. I'm sitting all proud. He says,
yeah.
I guess it's good. He said, I guess it's good. I don't want it. I said, what you mean you don't want it?
Dog it.
Hold up, so I said, what you mean you don't want it? I said, man, I spent all this time making this shit for you. And I'm just going off on him, right? So to make me feel small, he just puts his hand on my shoulder. He says, Dad, it's okay. Just go back to the store, get the blueberry waffles and the sausage. Okay. I don't want the bacon, egg, and cheese. I'm like, man, get off me.
Yep, I feel you. My son is the exact same way. He's real picky.
And mind you, he's 7, man. I'm sitting there going back and forth with a 7-year-old.
My man Tyler Babb, that Black
with the
Tab,
chicken.
sharing an update on your film, man. Most definitely. We was talking earlier. April's gonna be a big month for me. April 6th, 7th, and 8th and 9th, I'm going to Bakersfield, California. It's about 4.5 hours away from where I'm staying at in Sacramento. And then April 27th through 30th, I'm gonna go to New York and film. And what I'm filming in both places are all werewolf killing scenes. So I'm shooting the final confrontation early April in Bakersfield, California. So decked out in the werewolf costume, kill scenes. When I go to New York, I'm doing the beginning scenes of the kill scenes in the film. So after the end of April, the film is 85% done.
Nice.
And then late summer, I'm going to rent out another Airbnb in Sacramento. My man Cyrus, he's playing my father in the movie, and so he'll be flying to the Sacramento, and I got two badass actresses, man. I mean, the movie's all minorities, is dope. We got some dope females. When I release the second trailer, you might start seeing some familiar faces that you might know. You'd be like, what? Yeah. So after April, I have enough to cut together a second trailer. Then I probably drop and then give you more details. But man, it's coming out great, man. It's coming out real.
By the way, I want to say too, man, the scene with you and Cyrus together, man, that was my favorite scene in the movie. That shit was dope, man. That kind of hit me right here a little bit, man. So, that was a dope job.
Was good.
Both of y'all. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm taking the best elements from the original film and bringing them in this one. So Cyrus has a big role in the second one.
Right.
And yeah, man. So you kind of know the backstory, how he became a wolf, and it's gonna be dope, man. It's a dope script.
Backstories, yeah. Oh, I'm excited now. This one's good. This one Halloween too, right? Coming out around Halloween. Oh yeah.
I'm bringing it a little earlier. I'm dropping it on the 20th, so it'll have a little bit of time to enjoy that, plus the Halloween spirit. But also, man, not just me. Cyrus is a dope director. You can tell him about your project you're working on, brother.
Yeah, I have a film that I'm working on, a martial arts film titled Year of the Rat. Matter of fact, my man Rashad G did a trailer reaction for it. TLA also did a trailer review for it. So the story about that film is the versions of the film that you did trailer reactions for, that version no longer exists. What happened was the lead actor basically quit the film. So we had to. What happened was, so the lead actor quit the film, and we had to do a couple of days of reshoots. And because he quit the film, we weren't able to do like the reshoots from where we left off. So we had to scrap everything. I had to rewrite the script, and I had to shoot it all over again from scratch and recast the lead. So we did that. We shot all new stuff last summer, and we're doing 2 more days, because what happened was when we finished, we wrapped last summer, but because I would, I guess you could say I'm a perfectionist. So what happened was, in my mind, I'm thinking of new stuff I could add on to the film. And so I wrote like 25 more pages, and we're shooting that in April. And then from there, we'll be done. So the film's coming out in the fall as well. It'll be coming out around November-ish.
Okay. The trailer looks sick. Yeah, the trailer looks sick, bro.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, so it's a all black cast, all black cast and crew. Everybody in front of the camera was black. Everybody behind the camera was black. And it's a martial arts film. You know what I'm saying? It's a serious martial arts. Because every time somebody asks me what kind of film I'm doing, I tell them martial arts. They think it's a joke. They think it's on some Dragonfly Jones shit, but it's real martial arts. We got real martial artists. So the fight choreographer who did the choreography for my film did some stunts in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Nice.
So he did some work with that film.
Awesome.
And so it's a really, really, really cool film. So I'm excited about it. And man, me and my brother TLA, we got the fall season wrapped between our fingers. That's right.
Okay. Well, I got a question for both of y'all, being that both of y'all are directors, right? This question for both of y'all here. So your directing style, right? So Cyrus, you seem like you're kind of not soft spoken, but you just chill, kind of laid back. So some directors have a style of do it, what, like, get over there, no. more intense. You know, are you that director that like that has to raise his voice? Are you that kind of director like nah, again, no, get over. Let me out you for a second, man.
Exactly.
What's the problem? You know, you ain't got your emotion up. Like, what's happening? So, do you have more of like a real strict style of follow the script, or do you just sometimes let your actors go to like, you know, just do you? Like, what's your how would you say your style of directing is? Well, you know, for both of y'all.
Well, I'll let T go first.
Okay,
man. I know exactly what I want. Like I said, I storyboard up here, and I try to develop a relationship with my actors. I try to make them feel as comfortable as possible, especially when you're working with women. You want them to feel safe and comfortable, because we're doing movies where you're acting in front of the camera by yourself. I said, look, this could be me and you in a room by myself. I'm behind the camera. I need you to act scared or whatever. And once you get past that point, it's good. And I give them freedom, because even though I write, I can't write what a female thinks. I think I might can. So I get their input. So in real life, what would you do in this situation as a female? And they give me input, and I choreograph with their input, my input. But I stick to the script. Sometimes I go off script. I never have to yell. Matter of fact, if you see behind the scenes of my films, we do a lot of laughing and goofing around.
yeah,
I keep that real loose. I never shoot more than 5 hours a day. I don't have long days of shooting. I go, hey man, I need you for 5 hours. If you don't get everything done, there's always tomorrow. Go home, get some rest, spend time with your loved ones, and we'll do it again tomorrow. And actors appreciate that, because you don't wear them out.
So you don't do the Stanley Kubrick thing where you shoot
Oh,
20 hours
Stanley
straight
Kubrick.
and do 1,000 takes until you get it right.
right. But I will
he just drove her.
Early April, my lead actress, she has a lot to do. She has to be physically in shape. She has to know how to cry on the dime. And this woman can do all of that. You have to be athletic, beautiful, charismatic, all in one person. And I got a person who can do that. So it's going to be intense.
Okay.
And I rented out an Airbnb. I'm like, best believe we using every room in this house for this film.
yeah.
So it's going to be sexy, intense, very scary, but man, it's going to be one of the dopest love stories you ever heard. Imagine a female falling in love with a brother who happens to be a werewolf. Man, just think about that concept.
Yeah.
And like Thriller, and like, but Michael, but I love you.
Damn, bitch, I'm eating motherfuckers. You want to know the truth? But my style, I keep it loose. I know what I want. I'm not indecisive. And the end product, I'm always happy with. And to answer my man's question earlier, Tyler Babb, stylistically, this movie is gorgeous. I got some top-notch equipment. And those that seen the dailies, my man, he's seen 18 minutes of the film, my man Cyrus. And I let him tell you how you feel about the look of the film.
Yeah, it's really dope. It's very opulent as far as the cinematography. The approach that he took is, similar to the approach that he took on the first one, but the footage this time around is much cleaner, and he takes more risks with the shot design. And so what I saw from the dailies is very impressive, man, and I'm excited to be a part of it, man. I think that the audience is gonna love it just as much as they loved the first one. I think this is gonna be better than the first one.
Nice.
Yeah. But as far as my directing style, I'm laid back, and I don't like yelling, and because of that, my actors appreciate that, and I'm sometimes, because I write a lot of dialogue in my scripts and stuff like that, and so I like to connect with actors who will commit to learning my dialogue and performing my dialogue the way I envision it. However, I can be fluid with the actors as far as letting them kind of improvise some things. And if I see that they're reciting some of my dialogue and the dialogue doesn't sound right, like on the fly, I'll tell them to change some things up or just take some things out altogether. you know.
Right.
And so yeah, I'm pretty easy going on set, but there's certain ways, like T said, there's certain things that I like. I know what I want, you know. I premeditate everything, and so you know that's my style. It's pretty much laid back. I'm very laid back.
Yeah, because I mean, I hear stories about Tarantino, how he doesn't allow cell phones on set or nothing like that, you know. And there's one story that he told with when he was making Django, and I guess Jamie Foxx had his own interpretation of the character, how he wanted the character to be. I don't know if you ever know the story, but he was like, being real cool and suave, and Tarantino said, "Cut, come here. I fucking knew that this was gonna happen. Okay, you're not cool. Okay, you're a fucking slave. Okay, you're a fucking slave. All right, be a slave." Is that normal for directors to do? Like, take the actor aside, like, kind of chew them out, like, nah, listen, you're doing this shit wrong. Get it right and get the fuck off my set.
Now, I would definitely like pull somebody aside and give them, you know, some pep talk, but I wouldn't be cussing at him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, he's another grown ass man we talking to.
Right.
You know I'm not gonna be like, you know.
You gotta remember the people he working with know karate and martial arts. You might get your ass whooped.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
What did I say? Oh, shit.
Like what was that? More of the same. It's okay.
I seen Michael Bay kick a 50-year-old woman off set because she had a cell phone off Transformers set, yelled at her and everything. I was like, dang, he just like totally disrespected this lady. Get the
I heard that story
off of my set. You know what I'm saying? I told you like just kicked her out like this is an old woman, son.
I heard stories of some directors getting busy, man. But then I hear about some directors like Spike or Scorsese where they invite improv. So you know, the more you improv, the more they love it. You know what I'm saying? So that's that kind of directing too. But like it's like the Kubricks and the Tarantino. But it's funny because Tarantino, I heard, can be like an asshole, but people still love working with him. So I don't know if it's because the final product always is good, or I don't know. It's just something about like because like you said,
because it's him.
Oh, it's Quentin Tarantino.
Tarantino.
Right.
Yeah, because me and my man Cyber, we talk daily, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be the kind of director where you're bigger than your actors. Like, if I ever got a contract to work with like Blumhouse and get a contract to do like 3 straight films in a row, I can guarantee the studio keep the budget low, and I would make you your money back the first weekend. Yeah. Only thing I ask, don't give me big name stars because they become the problem. Right. I know Tom Cruise is great, but I heard stories about Tom Cruise. He's trying to take over your film. I'd rather take nobodies like Spike Lee did back in the day and make them somebodies. Robert Townsend took nobodies and made them somebodies because then they're willing to listen, cooperate, and you develop a relationship together. If you like them, you bring them back for the next joint. You know? So many horror stories in Hollywood where the actors try to be bigger than a director. On my set, no, man, it's gonna be my way or the highway, but in a nice way.
Right.
I'd rather develop talent than fight with talent who thinks they're bigger than you. What's up, Lovely?
Yeah.
She came through.
Lovely was good. Yeah, I heard that about Kevin Smith and Bruce Willis when they did what's that buddy cop movie they did?
Red.
Was it? I forgot what it was, but Kevin Smith was like, he said he would rather go through hell and gasoline draws than work with Bruce Willis again. He said Bruce Willis was the absolute worst.
I hear a lot of stories about Bruce.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
stories about Bruce.
Yeah, he said he's just the worst person. Like he said, every day it was like a fight, a battle. Like, dude, just do this. He's like, no. Well, you know, and like you said, try to take over the movie. And her Sly back in the day, Sly was like that. Sly took over a couple of movies where you know you see the person's name, but Sly actually directed it.
So.
You see how Tom Cruise fucked up The Mummy?
Oh, I never seen that one.
Me neither.
Yeah. That looked like.
So, I would have a close relationship with my producer and say, hey man, I don't want no name stars because that way your budget stays low.
Right.
Give me an actress for $20,000 rather than $2 million. Give me a $5 million budget, man. I can do wonders with a $5 million budget. What? And then you keep the price down low. I try to use practical effects as possible. Depending on what kind of film you do. If you're doing a ghost movie, you don't need shit. Just need to make shit move. That's easy to do. And when you do a feature, you gotta have a dope costume, maybe some CG, but man, $5 million by the weekend is over, we'll make 10 or 12, and by Sunday we'll triple the budget and make your money back, and hopefully you'll bring me back again. You know what I'm saying?
That's Get Out, right? You know, Danny Kaluuya was not a he wasn't even close to a household name. He was
that's the first time I seen him. Yeah, that's the first time I seen Danny Kaluuya.
Yeah, I think I seen him in an episode of Black Mirror before that, and he was totally had that, you know, his accent, the British accent, and that was the first time I see him. They did that movie for $5 million or $6 million.
4.5.
Jordan Peele.
Wow.
Took a gamble on him, and like, now it's like movie canon history. You know what I'm saying? So like,
exactly.
And horror is the right way to go too, because you can make a horror movie something very intense, and you know what I'm saying, very creative for cheap. And it makes a ton of money. Look at Megan again. Megan, I can't even believe that movie made so much money off that little budget. Like what?
Well, dog, the first Terrifier movie only cost $45,000. And if you seen Terrifier, that was like beyond intense, man. That's like not for the squeamish at all. You know, and
also, man, set locations, shoot it in your own city so you don't have to travel if possible. You know what I mean?
Right.
And gotta save you money, man, you know. But people, they get to Hollywood and their ideas get big and bigger than the film itself. If you keep it low, like I said, I know how to make a studio make money, you know. And like Q said, horror is the way to go. Horror is not expensive. You know, because important, you know, scary music, stuff like that.
Well, another question for y'all. So as far as the editing goes, I know when you're making your movie, you see the movie in your head how you want it to be, and so I know the editor's job is to put the movie together. So, like, is there like a constant battle of if the editor doesn't like see it your way, and he's like, you know, wants to put his own flair in it, but it's like, nah, but I want to, you know, is there like a constant battle with the editor, or is the relationship usually good as far as the editing goes?
I edit my own shit.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I think T does the same thing. So
I edit. The only style that I have different, and me and Cyrus always talk about this. I edit as I go, and Q, you know that because I always send you dailies. That's why I'm able to do dailies so much. I edit every scene that I do. I put the music, everything to it, and I send it off. Say, hey man, let me know what you think, so you know how it feels. But I edit as I go, and it saves me a lot of time. So when I shoot a new scene, I'm actually literally plugging it in, adding the music, splicing it together. Boom. Like I said, the 18 minutes I sent my man Cyrus, it's in cohesive order, and you get a feel. You actually get an idea. Oh, okay. Because sometimes you get a film and it's not finished. You just see the raw. You see the raw version. So the voice is not done. There's no music. So, you know, different ways. I think my man told me Robert Rodriguez does it the way I do it. He edits.
He does exactly like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because there's not too many directors that I think Robert Rodriguez is probably one of the only ones that directs and edits his own films. Because I know, because eventually, you know, the bigger you guys become, and you know, the more budget you get, you know, so eventually you're gonna have to get an editor. So, is that gonna be something where you're gonna be like, that's gonna be a challenge for me because you're so used to doing it guerrilla style where you do everything yourself, but now you have another person there where it's like, okay, I'm hiring you to put what I have in my head here off of what I shot, and that's I know it's got to be like a tough, you know, a tough transition to do
tough.
that.
It's gonna be tough for me for sure.
Yeah.
It will be tough because, but look at Quentin Tarantino. He still gets behind a camera to this very day on film.
Right.
I think I would never give that up. I would never go, all right, DP, go ahead and handle it. And I'm looking through a monitor. I have to be behind the camera and actually do the movement. As far as editing, I can trust somebody to do it. If they see my work, say this is what I like. You know, I'm more concerned about camera angles and mood than I am editing. You know, you can get an editor anywhere.
Right. Okay.
I know George Lucas. They had to let go of the editors, and him and his wife went there and re-edit the whole Star Wars to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't making thematical sense. And they went in there and edited the shit out of him. George Lucas and his wife. You know what I'm saying?
It's about the first Star Wars, right?
Yeah, the original Star Wars. Yeah, the original Star Wars. It wasn't working. Whatever was going on with the edit, it just wasn't working. They didn't know what to do. They went in there with the old school, you know, the reels, and cut it and put together that cut of Star Wars, and that's the one we kind of got. You know what I'm saying? So,
wow, that's a trip.
Sometimes
I never knew that.
Yeah, so like if maybe they didn't edit it, we wouldn't have the Star Wars we have today. But sometimes you just got to get in there and get hands on. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like, I edit all my stuff. You know, I do a lot of videography and directorial stuff too. So, like, I'm always here editing, taking the clips, and like, just right there. You know, like I don't know.
Your wedding videos, bro. Your wedding videos are like fucking like masterful, bro.
Brother.
You know what I'm saying? Bro. Yeah.
That last one you sent me, man.
Oh, in Savannah? Yeah.
Man, if I get married again, which ain't gonna happen, but if I ever try to get married again, bro, I'm calling you up.
Well, I take inspiration from these guys. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell a story. You know what I'm saying? And that, you know, it's still a film in my eyes, but it's just, you know, done in this way. So, like, one day I do want to take my shot at a full horror. So, I think I really enjoy that. Yeah. That'd be fun.
The four of us right here, man. You know, we got some ideas, man. So. Like I said, man, this can get bigger. Like the other YouTube channels, how they once a year they meet up in a city and they hang out, and we can write a joint and shoot it in a couple of days because we got nothing but talent right here on screen talking amongst each other. And I believe in talking it into a fruition because I went to Q a long time ago to help me out with the first joint. He gave me a lot of ideas and stuff, and you know, and because the costume, if the werewolf didn't work in the first film, it was over.
Right.
It was over. It was over. Yeah. And so I pulled that off with the help of Q. And then when I got the mask, I put it on, did a little video and sent it to him. Like,
it was dope.
That's dope. And then the second film, I'm talking to my co-lead. I told her, if we don't pull off this love story, this movie don't work. And so we've been talking on the phone every day, doing face-to-face and getting into character. And, you know, somebody you barely know you're doing love scenes with and getting snuggly bugly with them. It's a trip, you know. But I'm cool now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
the chemistry gotta be there for sure.
Gotta be there. Like for Cyrus, I've seen his film already, and it's raw. It's not even edited with no music. And let me tell you, man, some of the most beautiful black people you ever seen. These brothers got long dreads. They cut up. They're handsome and they know martial arts. And then he writes good comedy skits. So he got comedy interwoven. And the female lead, oh my God.
Finer than frog head, sweeter than bear meat.
Yes, sir.
Sweeter than bear meat. God damn. Girl, if that's some gravy, I stop you.
Yeah, man. He has a beautiful cast, man.
For sure.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Thank you.
Black excellence.
Thank you so much.
Well, listen, I'm a sucker for kung fu movies, man. So I'm in need of a good martial arts movie. Haven't got one of those in a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? And as far as it's even with black, like as far as black martial arts movies, what we have Black Belt Jones, Three the Hard Way, The Last Dragon, Black Dynamite, which I love, which is my favorite comedy. I love Black Dynamite.
I love Black Dynamite. I have a question for you. When you did the review for the Year of the Rat trailer, you said it gave you some penitentiary vibes.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to figure out, and that was really cool because I remember that like on VHS back in the day at one of my uncle's houses. I would see it in passing.
Right.
What about it reminded you of penitentiary? Like, what did you get
just the look of it, the tone? Because penitentiaries are really gritty, like kind of like a dirty movie. You know what I'm saying? And I always love that kind of feel, man, because it's like it's down to earth, it's real. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
So I was like, okay, because especially the first penitentiary, the other ones kind of became like caricatures of the first movie.
With midgets jumping out fighting.
That third, oh my God. That third one, we had the midget fighting. And I don't even know if you can say midget, but fuck it, I'm going to say it anyway. The second one had Mr. T, you know. But that first one was tight, though. So, yeah, it definitely had a penitentiary vibe.
Didn't one of those penitentiary movies, didn't somebody like wrap their joint around somebody and suffocate them or something like that?
Nah. I think... No, that was probably one of those like women. No, not women in prison films, but no, it wasn't that one. Nah.
You mean like they penis?
Yeah, there was a movie like that in the 70s. There was a
movie where somebody died from dick strangulation.
That's like The Boys. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a movie like that, like around that era. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
But anyway.
No, that wasn't penitentiary.
Black Mamba. The Black
Black
Wasn't
Mamba.
that one of the sequels? Oh,
Nah,
God.
that wasn't the sequel. Nah. Trust me, if there was a scene like that, I would have remembered it. Like, nah.
I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna figure out which movie that is. I'm gonna let you know.
Put that boy in the chat.
You the IMDb of the film.
Yeah, because I mean, there was a scene in the show, The Boys, like that, where the dude had like a super huge like ding-a-ling, and it was like strangling people and stuff. But yeah,
choking them out.
Yeah, that was a 70s
Imagine
film.
that.
I'm gonna find the film.
But I'm looking forward to Year of the Rat, though, man. It's been a while since I've seen a good martial arts movie. Even the Michael Jai White movies, which he doesn't too much make those anymore. Like Blood and Bone and Blood and Bone and the Undisputed movies. You know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to fight that dude. He seemed like he'd beat the dog shit out, the cowboy shit out of you. You know it's real when you can get the cowboy shit.
Cowboy shit. Yo, I see. Your boy Zab Judah kind of called him out.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Zab Judah swears he could knock him out.
I don't know, man.
Really?
Yeah.
That dude seems like he can fight for real.
Nah, because I guess Michael Jai White, he made a comment about how he could beat Bruce Lee in a fight. And I think he said he could.
I remember that.
He said he could beat Floyd Mayweather in a fight because these guys are smaller than him. So I guess Zab Judah, being a small guy, took offense to that. He was like, "Well, listen, I'm a small dude. Like, I've knocked niggas out like 6'4", 6'5", like size is nothing. Like, I've done it. I've knocked them out." He said, "Yo, Jai," he said, "I don't know about Jai and Mayweather, but listen, I know me." Hey, I was like, "Oh shit, is that a challenge?" Yeah. Now boxing, I think Zab would get him, but like a straight up fight, nah, I don't think. Well, where you can use everything.
Michael Jai White, he's like a human weapon, man.
Yeah,
for real. Superhero. Like
for real.
6'2", 220, all muscle.
Zab. I don't know, man, because Zab is like what 145, and I saw one time he got knocked out. The dude got up, didn't even know he was knocked out. He was doing the chicken dance and shit, running around the ring. Now just imagine somebody 235 putting hands on you with no gloves, but you get knocked out by a guy that's 145, and you like doing the chicken dance. Like, do we ever play with matches? You know,
don't ever play with matches.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a good day for Sam. Oh shit!
Hey, speaking of boxing.
Yeah.
Tonight, I'm gonna catch it on a repeat, but Double Toasted is doing a retro review on Rocky 3, by the way.
Stop playing.
Hey, as we doing this, they're doing theirs, so I'm gonna watch the repeat of it.
I'm there.
Double Toasted is doing a retro review of Rocky 3.
My favorite movie of all time. I adore that movie all time.
Fun. That should be fun to watch.
Yeah. I hope they don't diss it too bad. You know, Double Toasted, they like to go in on shit, man. So I hope they don't roast it too bad.
They love that movie. They love it.
They love it. Okay.
Yeah. They got it. But another thing I wanted to bring up, my man hit me up to that one show ministry that just came out called Swarm. Did anybody see that?
I seen it.
Oh,
I just finished watching it. Yeah, today. Yep, I finished the 7th episode. Yep.
Yeah, I finished.
Produced by Donald Glover. You know, I'm a big fan of that guy of Atlanta. So
nice.
Yeah.
I gotta check
that was wild.
To say the least.
Yeah,
because I'm a fan.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, I finished it.
Oh man, I would like to hear your thoughts, brother.
Well, man,
and Rashad G, I found the film.
Okay.
But what it took me back to was one of my favorite films from the 90s, The Fan, with Wesley Snipes and what's his name? Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
You know, he played for the San Francisco Giants. It's like that, but now it's a pop star. And you can tell it's loosely based around Beyonce's.
Loosely. It's directly they call it the Swarm, the Hive, and then right at the beginning it's a disclaimer that says
it's about a lady who runs her own Twitter account that's a fan base of this big time star, and she's crazy. She's crazy, man. She had a troubling background that you learn throughout the episodes. But dude is bloody. Got TNA in there, a lot of cuss words, and it switches it up. You got Billie Eilish in one of the episodes. I think what episode 4, I think she's in.
Oh wow.
Episode 2 got the dancers. You'll like that one, Rod. You like that one.
Okay.
Oh, don't forget Michael Jackson's daughter's in there. Yeah.
Oh, right. Paris, really? I didn't know she acted.
Yeah, Paris Jackson. She did a great job.
Obama's daughter wrote for this film, right? For this joint.
Damn, no, I didn't know that one too.
Nah,
yeah, there's a lot going on. Snowfall guy in there, the lead actor.
Damson Idris, I think his name is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sold.
You know, it's about a obsessed fan.
Serial killer.
If you talk bad about her girl,
yeah,
you're about to get got.
Wow, that sounds like the Beehive, because the Beehive, man, if you say anything about it, if you say Beyonce, had an eyelash hanging off, they're coming at you with razor blades and lemon juice, man.
So they take this concept literally, and she's a serial killer. She's literally a serial killer, and all these stories in here are kind of based off true events, but they just kind of hone it into this one character, of the serial killer.
Right.
It's pretty interesting.
Well, shit, I'm off work tomorrow, man, so I'm gonna binge that. I'm gonna check that out.
Man, the longest episode is about like 48 minutes, but normally they're about 30 minutes. It's only 7. About 3 or 4 hours, you'll be done with it.
Okay.
Now, did y'all like Swarm, Q and TLA?
Yeah, I really dug it.
Yeah. I would say I liked it too. I did. I liked it. I did have some issues with some of the pacing in some of the episodes. Some of the later episodes, I was like, I wasn't really, and I was getting a little bored there, especially like I think the cult one was a little bored. It was one of the detective. Like I was like, I don't know, I would rather get back to the main story, but like I think the last episode, I thought like, what are they going here? Just kind of slow, but then like, oh, okay, they kind of brought it all back, and it was highly disturbing.
Full circle.
Yeah, full circle. And I love how Donald Glover takes this material literally, and he treats it almost like a satire, like with all the news stories and the documentary style, how he does it and shit, along with getting in the story. And I want to say the main actress here is fire. She is really good. It was a couple times when she was really letting them tears go, without letting them go, like, I don't know, great actress can do that. I just thought she was phenomenal there as well. And Donald Glover is one of those directors and producers that he does stuff differently. I love the film grain of the whole film. You know what I'm saying? Yes. It looked really good.
Very gritty.
Film nice and gritty to the realism, and then just the audacity or the balls to do something like this. You know what I'm saying? Because we talked about the fan, but this is also Stan, right? I wrote an autograph on your it all in the blistering code, it was just like that. But like, she was really like, you say anything about the Beyonce character in this movie, it was a wrap for you. So it was a wrap.
It was a trip because a lot of the kills were off camera, but it was still graphic. You see her doing something, and you hear the sound effect. Or sometimes they straight up show the killing. And episode, the first 4 are really strong. I agree with Q. 5, 6, and 7 kind of taper off, but 7 does bring it full circle. You might lose a little bit of interest in the last episodes, but man, it's a unique, crazy story. And
I'm sold. Yeah,
loosely based on facts, but the facts it's based on are actual murders.
Right.
And I took those murders and story beats and news clippings and put it in a story about an obsessed fan, and it deals with a lot of social media and toxicity amongst fans. So if everything we're talking about and doing online, this movie's right up our alley, because it could be one of us. Put it that way.
I wonder how Beyonce feels about that, man. I wonder how Beyonce, if she's watched that.
I'm pretty sure she's a part of it, right? Because her artist is in here, Chloe. Her artist is in there. So like, they can't say it's Beyonce. They can't say her name, but they use everything else. Like if she would get pissed, she can sue, because she does still have an image. I guess they have to sell, for her. You know what I'm saying? They can't say Beyonce's in there, or I guess you could. That would make the movie even bigger, in my opinion. But I don't think they wanted to go down that route though. But she got it though. I mean, like they say they got everything. From the Jay-Z, it's the rich husband and everything. It's exactly the same, bro. Everything's the same. They just don't say Beyonce.
They don't say, man, I know the Beehive and also Lizzo too, man. Lizzo, her fans are up there with Beyonce as far as fans that will come at your head if you say anything about it. And my daughter's one of them.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
A lot of these artists are from the Houston area, Or so they all got the same kind of come up. It's like grew up in the same neighborhood, became stars, so they got that little bit of hood in them, so they know how to deal with certain situations. So man, it's very, man. Like I said, I was pleasantly surprised, but it goes there. It's dark.
It's dark and funny. It's like a dark comedy.
yeah. It's definitely more.
No, because I'm saying that those fans are scared. Like I said, my daughter's a big Lizzo fan, and sometimes I troll her just to fuck with her. But listen, she's about to knock me down. Talk about Lizzo, so I'll be like, she'll say something about her, and I'm sneaking in like, man, nobody think about Lizzo fat ass, and she like, Daddy, really? And she like swells up, and I was like, you want to knock me down? You know, who you think? Girl, I shot you out my nuts. Who you think you talking to?
Look at me like I'm short, like you want to do something.
Yeah, I mean, she's about my height too, man. She's about like 5'10", so we're like eye to eye. Yeah. But like she's ready to fight me over Lizzo, man. She don't play when it comes to Lizzo.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
Let me tell you, I had to get the my wife's a big Beyonce fan, so she woke up that morning, you know what I'm saying, to jump on the special fan thing to get the tickets. And the tickets for 2 tickets, she got good tickets. Like first one in for $500.
God,
like $500.
You said for 2 tickets?
Huh?
You said for
Beyonce
2 tickets?
Yeah, 2 tickets for Beyonce. First thing, you know what I'm saying, get the early tickets, they're $500, but then after that, all the scalpers taking them. Then I think her tickets worth like $1,200 or $1,500 a piece or something like that.
Wow.
Drake, yeah, it's crazy. And then like Drake and 21 Savage was coming. She's like, babe, you want to go to that? I'm like, I'll go to that. And she woke up to get one of the tickets. Like, these tickets $500 p. I'm like, fuck Drake. No,
man, for Drake, look, I never did like Drake, man. I never liked Drake.
We not going
never like him,
huh? Man, fuck Drake, man.
Drake. You out of your, who do you think you are, nigga? You know what I'm saying? $500 a piece.
$500. Hey, you ever see that Breakfast Club video? You ever see that Breakfast Club video where DMX was talking about Drake? And they asked DMX about Drake. And they said, what about Drake? He said, I don't like anything about Drake. I don't like his music. I don't like his face. I don't like his haircut. I don't like anything about Drake, man. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
man. You got to perform here. You like, can you do something for a man in my living room, nigga, for $500 a piece?
Nah, I'm good.
Like, no.
I'm good. Yo, to me, Drake's not even hip hop, man. Drake's not even hip hop, bro. Nah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I've been saying that was just a ridiculous price for the tickets, bro. I'm like, I like 21. That's my boy. I like him.
They were $500 a pop.
A piece for nosebleeds for way up here. $500 a piece for nosebleeds for Drake and 21 Savage. I was like, no.
No, I'm talking about now for the Beyonce one. For the Beyonce ones, they were $500 a piece.
That was for 2, but she got them like right when she got them. She got them like the first second, and that's when it was $500. And every minute or whatever, they went up and up and up and up. Like,
so they had like an early bird. They had like an early bird special.
Yeah, she had an early bird special for being some type of fan or something. So that's why they were $500.
$250 a pop plus service tax and everything, service charge, and it's Beyonce. So come on,
Yeah, it was
I was about to say, Beyonce, I say is arguably the best performer since Michael. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Michael's the best performer ever to live to be on stage. I think Beyonce is like right under him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can rock with that.
Moves she can do, he couldn't do.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Actually, I throw Janet Jackson in there too, man. Even though I've never been to a Janet Jackson concert, but just seeing some of the footage of her concerts, like especially the one where she bring her brother on stage and have him sit in the chair, then she like straps him down, then she gets on top of him and straddles him and stuff. Yeah. I said, man,
I get so lonely.
Girl, I drink your bathwater.
And suck the towel dry.
Man, suck the cow, man. Shit, don't get me started. Man, boy, I used to be in love with some Janet Jackson, boy.
Right up for you, motherfucker.
Yeah, I think the Pleasure Principle video.
Pleasure Principle, yes.
Yeah, bro, that sent me to puberty. I was like,
yeah,
I don't think I ain't never seen a woman move like that.
I think most brothers in our era, they will put that video like top 5 or 10 or whatever, man. That Pleasure Principle.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I ain't never seen a woman move like that at this point. You know, we had like 2 Live Crew a little bit. We had to sneak and see it, but like this was just like on MTV after school and shit.
You gotta think that's what Janet lost out that weight. Because remember, at one time she was kind of chunky, and then she just appeared out of nowhere with a 6-pack and just a body on her. And you're like, damn, what happened to Janet Jackson? That's not the same pudgy girl from not Good Times, but Different Strokes. Remember, she was Willis's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Different Strokes. Showing my age.
But fellas, man, I'm not gonna hold you up too much longer, man. I know on the East Coast it's a little later.
It's 11. You know, I got about a couple more hours, you know, to be up.
Yeah, me and Rashad got the same time.
But I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. This will be the format. We'll take a couple of subjects. We'll talk about it from a director's point of view, and then you know, after that, let our hair down for Q. Us, we just rub our head and start talking some shit. And go warm up some chicken. I'll bring the watermelon next time.
Love watermelon.
Yeah, that shit was classic, yo. And the timing of that was perfect too. Cause you had the bag of jerky. I got some jerky. He was like, "Yeah, I got my beer." And then Sarah said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go warm up some chicken."
Hold on, let me warm up some chicken. I think he's making a joke, but like you really get the chicken.
I really did go.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yo, I'll probably do this maybe twice a month, and you know, Q, G. Yeah. I'm gonna send y'all a link every time. You're more than welcome to come through. Is Sunday's good for y'all in the future? Yeah, definitely, man.
Yes, sir.
Man.
It was super fun, man. Thanks for inviting me, of course. Once again, we're just talking shit.
I'm enjoying camaraderie. I enjoy the little group. I can send y'all like videos I want to show y'all. Now I can actually send them to as a group, and we can check them out. And Cyrus, brother, welcome to YouTube, brother. He came out the closet.
Thank you. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, not
well, hey, wait a minute now, man. Wait a minute.
Yeah, we gotta rephrase that, brother.
Yeah, rephrase
that, brother. Yeah. We got to rephrase that, brother.
He made his YouTube debut. All right.
Mike, there you go.
That sounds better.
I don't want nobody to chop that up. You know what I'm saying?
That part out.
There's the thumbnail picture. Hey, the thumbnail picture. Cyrus
all the females are like this. Oh
man.
They literally do that too. It'd be motherfuckers have their own channel. Just put that content up right there.
Exactly.
Michael Jackson, keep it in the closet. My bad.
Oh shit.
All right, YouTube world, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for chiming in for the first ever live stream on the channel, and we'll be back again, man. This is going to be an original thing we do, kicking it with my brothers, and any updates on all the films, you get all the news here first, and we're going to start doing premieres here. Like I might premiere the first trailer, part 2 for the movie, maybe right here next time live, something like that.
Okay, I'm with that.
So before we leave, everybody's description is in the information in the description, but Q, what you got coming up soon that you want to tell everybody about?
I think my next review is probably going to be on The Swarm. I'll probably just do a quick review for that tomorrow. Other than that, I think I'm going back to my anthology horror series, back to Creepshow. I want to do another one. Father's Day, Where's My Cake? I got some stupid shit to say about that. I want to do that one, but I don't know wherever the YouTube feels take me, but like I'm just happy to be here. Thanks so much for having me on, man. It was a pleasure once again talking to you all, you guys. Cyrus, and nice to meet you, bro. Pleasure. Hope to be talking to you soon again, and thanks a lot for having me on.
Absolutely. All right, G, what you got coming up next, brother?
Well, I'm dropping a review tomorrow for Godfather Harlem episode that just dropped today. Okay. So I just dropped that one. Then I dropped my video for the finale of BMF. The very tame finale of BMF. So I dropped that Friday. Then I got John Wick coming up. And kind of like Q said, wherever the YouTube gods take me, man, after some liquor, I'll probably come up with something to put on the channel. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll see y'all next week because we're gonna be on Cinematic Tendency doing a John Wick
that's right.
Spoiler review next Sunday, right?
Next Sunday,
yeah. I believe so.
Yeah, so I'll see y'all next Sunday.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see that.
And my man Cyrus, since this is your debut, how did you feel about the experience, man, being on YouTube, hanging out with the fellas, man? How did you like it?
Well, yeah, man, this was awesome. This was just as I imagined it, 4 brothers chopping it up, positive energy, just, waxing poetic about filmmaking and all of that great stuff, the great stuff that I love. And, you know, I'm big fans of everyone here. I'm subscriber. You know, I love the work that you all do, and so it's an honor and a privilege to be in you all's company. And you know, this is cool. This is my first ever YouTube live. I'm low key with it, and my YouTube page, Sci Global TV YouTube page, I just have a lot of my films and stuff on there. So, you know, I never went live, and so this is my first time, and you know, it's much appreciated, and you know, I look forward to doing this more in the future for sure.
Yo, brother, it's a pleasure meeting you, man. Finally, you know, putting a face with the name. You know what I'm saying? So I always see, I see your Instagram, but I've seen the trailer, but I've never seen, like, you know, also you was in the movie too, which I didn't know until Black Task told me, like, yeah, you know, that's Cyrus. I'm like, oh, that's what he looks like. Okay.
Yeah, fantastic, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, in the background, we're gonna start writing some scripts because the four of us, we got to do something together, man. We got to do something together. So that's good. And Q, I'm looking forward to your directorial debut, brother, for a horror film. I'll love to die in one of your movies. I can die real good.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's make it all together. We got the
equipment. I don't know, man, because Q got a crazy ass brain, man. If you see some of his skits, some of the shit that he does in the beginning of his videos, Q goes out there, bro. So I'm kind of scared to see what kind of horror movie he puts together, man. Because somebody should be like,
you seen his thumbnail for Cocaine Bear? He was all powdered up.
I love that one.
This guy's a 45-second intro with the dread swinging and fucking cocaine going all over him.
Yeah, you gotta watch that if you didn't see that, Cyrus. The intro to Cocaine Bear. I shot it at 240 frames per second and slowed down the flower. So it's just like this is off my dreads. This is like, and I used the on the wings of love. I don't want to get you your copyright strike, but it was amazing. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Q goes out. Q goes out there with stuff, man.
He goes for it. He goes for it, man.
I'm looking at it now, yo. Yo, you really? Oh man, that's hilarious.
Yeah. He has one where he was actually eating CDs and shit, man. He had like the syrup on the CDs, like chewing the CDs. I said, this motherfucking crazy, man.
I love that shit though. And people think I'm doing it for views, man. I just like, no, I'm kind of crazy.
Hey, all practical effects.
Oh no, he was chewing them. Yeah, he was biting them off and like, you know, that's enough. He was biting the CD, man. He ain't got like that's enough.
And as for me, I just dropped a joint. What I did, man, a man and a friend went to this circus of horror, and it's inside of a tent, like the old school things, man. And this was one of the best horror experiences I have, man. They got trapeze artists, they got dancers, they got contortion artists, and man, it was some of the best things I've ever seen. So that's the latest video that I dropped. Y'all can check that out, man. It's dope, man. If it comes to your town, check it out. It's called Paranormal Cirque, and this is version 2. Like in the opening, these brothers came out as zombies, right? They pulled somebody out the audience. Of course, there's part of the act. They tore his stomach open and was pulling his guts out and pulled his intestines out and started doing jump rope to Michael Jackson's Thriller. It was great. It's great.
I love it.
Yo, you had me at a testing jump roping.
So. Yeah, man.
Sarah's looking like, man, I ain't with that, man.
He's like,
that's left field, super left field. Well, man, it'll be interesting to see.
Man. Like they had this one lady who had swords. She's pitting them down her throat. One dude's doing a juggling act. Man, they had high wire walkers. I'm like, man, this is crazy. But it was one dude was dressed up like Michael Myers. You had one dude running around with a chainsaw. And
you got this on film.
It was dope. It's real dope.
Well, I'd say if I go to something like that and I see Art the Clown up in there, I'm running up out of there, man. Because Art right now, Art the Clown is like the one slasher that I actually legit fear. If I ever ran into him, I'm going the other way because he is like brutal.
I haven't seen Terrifier 2. Everybody in here seen Terrifier 2?
Yeah,
I have.
Yeah, I seen it. You like mashed potatoes?
I take it back. You sent it to me, Q, and I did watch it. You sent it to me for free.
Okay.
Terrifier 2,
yeah.
Like you like mashed potatoes, Cyrus? You like mashed potatoes? You like them?
I don't eat them a lot. Oh, is that a gag in the film?
Yeah, you'll never see mashed potatoes the same way again, bro.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Terrifier 2? Should I watch Terrifier 2? Because I heard Terrifier 1 was whack.
No, the first one's what sold me on 2. Yeah, that first one. Yeah, like I said, with a budget of $45,000, the stuff he was able. Well, the director Damien Leone, he was an effects artist. Like, well, he did makeup and stuff before he did directing, so he already had experience in that, man. So some of the stuff that they pull off in that movie, as far as kills, like insane. Yeah, insane. Yeah. I say the first one probably is scarier than the second one, but being the second one had a bigger budget and more to do. The second one is a better movie, but the first one scared me more though. That first one was like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about the gags.
Right. Yeah,
I can give it to you.
That dude gave me nightmares, man.
Damn.
Yeah, he gave me nightmares.
That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot.
That's a good thing though.
Nightmares.
That means it did it like when I saw that second one, because me and my daughter caught a late show, so we caught a 9 o'clock show. Came home at 11, shot my review, went to bed about midnight, and had a dream about that motherfucker. So I woke up scared as shit, but I'm like, damn. So I'm in a cold sweat, but the movie did its job. I said, yeah, because that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to scare me, and it did.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah. I know. You look like, man, this big ass scared. Yes, I got scared.
Yeah. I was watching it here on my computer. My wife had to what the hell? What in the hell is this? She had to leave the room.
Yeah.
She's like, no, bro.
Cyrus, it doesn't hold back either, man. Like, especially with studio horror films, like they have to cut away when it like starts to get nasty. No, this doesn't cut away. It shows you everything. So when you see somebody get sawed in half, you see somebody get sawed the fucking half. You see it all, bro.
No cut.
It does not play around.
Now, the only thing I draw the line at is if little babies or kids are getting murdered.
No,
that ain't happening. Okay, good. All right, cool. I can watch
that. Not that I know of. I mean, teenagers, yeah, but little ones, nah.
Yeah, no little ones, no younglings, no younglings,
no younglings. But still, with the people you do see. Yeah, but the people you do get off, man. Like, you're gonna be like, all right, bro, that's enough. Like, that's enough. They had enough. And just when you think he's done, he comes back for some more.
Not quite yet.
Not quite yet. Let's see. Okay, the machete's not enough. I'm gonna come back with some bleach and some salt. Here we go.
You think he's joking too? You think he's joking? Damn. He's not joking.
No, he's wicked.
I'm dead ass.
Yeah. It's like that, son.
Yeah, he don't talk. He don't talk. He just does what he does.
Yep.
And do what he do.
Yeah.
So creepy.
All right, fellas, man. Again, it's been a pleasure, a dream come true, man. So I can't wait to do it again next time, fellas. So I'll be back and have a pleasant evening. You too, fam. Thank you for coming through. We see you on the flip side. Peace.
All right. Peace and a bottle of head grease.
You know it.
Peace.